Hey guys, it's your boy Azal here. Wanted to give you a bit of a heads up before you listen to episode 8. Me and Amia, we were just talking about ourselves, and we decided to do it over Discord because, Corona. And so there's going to be a lot of times where he breaks up or it gets a little bad. Don't worry, we've tried our best to edit it out. The only really bad part is maybe the first 5 minutes in, but after that, it's pretty much smooth sailing. So hope you guys are doing okay in this time, and please enjoy the episode. Thank you.
You always forget. Okay, alright. Say something, Amia.
Say something, Amia.
Oh, epic. Fuck you also, but also epic. Actually, yeah. Yeah, there you go. We're good to go. So, what do you want to talk about?
Let me just send this simp text real quick, and I'll be.
Just send over the syntax. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be here. In the meantime, let me just tell everybody. Hi, guys. This is episode 8, I think, of the Bigger Boys podcast. Maybe 9.
Yep.
It's just me.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Whatever.
What is it 9 or is it 8?
I don't. Whatever. Doesn't matter. We'll go
Fuck
by
you
the
guys. Yeah.
2 episodes after the penis state.
Yeah, after
Okay.
the penis state. There you go. And so it's just me and another boy. It's me and Amia, and we're just gonna talk. It's actually, how have you been doing? Like, how would you say now being up in this point, and now being in the middle of it? How do you feel about it?
I don't know where this fucking sense of impending doom comes. Like, it's just I feel like things are gonna end, and I don't think they necessarily are. Shit's calming down a little bit. But, like, I don't know. I'm trying to get my shit together, but
Yeah.
it still feels like we're all gonna die.
I don't know. I mean, I know what you're talking about, or at least let me try to explain. Like, is it that feeling that shit's just gonna take over? Like, we're just waiting to die at this point?
Just right. It's like a nuclear war.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Because imagine the fucking third world countries who can't do anything. Like, if America's fucking doing what they're doing, like, look at this shit, bro. Like, yes. What about, like, fucking a billion people? Most of shit. Like, what are they doing? How are they out of weed? Like, what are they smoking?
You mean the people in third world countries that
Yeah, who's like, dude? There's been reports. I've been watching like Bengali news, right? There's been reports of like fucking people dying from the common cold, and they're like, who fucking still dies from the It's corona. It's, bruh. Like, what are you doing? How fuck you insolent fucking incompetent pussies?
Oh,
what are you doing?
Bro, what am I doing?
Well, that's how I am, I guess.
That's how you feel about Corona. Well, guys, I'm doing swell. I've been meditating. I've been running. I got a guitar. I'm just being in tune with me right now. I'm just really trying to figure it out. No.
Straight up vibing.
Say again.
I said you're straight up vibing, bro. Like,
I'm
none of this shit.
Vibing. Yeah,
fuck the haters.
Yeah, I was talking to my mom the other day, and she was like, "Wow, that's like," I was explaining to her, and she's like, "Wow, that sounds pretty emotionally healthy or like mentally healthy," and I'm like, "Yeah. How are the kids?
Yeah.
How are they doing?" I love you all, Victoria, Preston, William, Nicholas, William Callie. Did I tell you that?
You fucked up your siblings' names.
Oh, fuck you! All right, there's 4 of them. Okay, there's not 2, there's not me and another, there's 4 other ones that aren't me. God, that's why I feel like a fucking parent all the time, because I'll do that with my siblings, and I'm like, this is a parent thing, this is an old person thing, I can't do this. I can't mix up 3 names. No. Did I ever tell you how my brother got his my last brother got his first middle name?
You got his first middle name. That's
I got his first middle name in the middle of a fucking raid. Oh my god.
Wait, what?
And let me tell you how it fucked up this kid's life. So, my brother, Callahan Nicholas. everybody in my family has 2 middle names. From me down to the last one, and even my mom and my dad. Everybody has 2 middle names. And so my mom couldn't think of any or let me not say she couldn't think of any. I'm playing a game. I'm going off. I'm doing what I'm doing. I get a call. My mom's like, think of a name for your little brother. I said, what? She said, think of a little name for your brother. You have 5 minutes. Call me back. And I was like, what? I have 5 minutes to give this child a middle name. Are you fucking kidding me? And so I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I gotta finish up this raid. And so like I'm finishing up and she calls me back and I'm like, oh no, I haven't thought of anything. I've just been playing. And so she's like, what is it? And I go, Ash with an E. Dude, Ash with an E is the last name of my alt character in Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. Her name is Penelope. Her name is Penelope Ash with a ASHE at the end. That little boy's middle name would have literally been Leviathan if I was not quick on my toes. Like, that boy is gonna want to know. Like, I try to ask my parents about Azel, and the shit I get, I'm like, yo, that's wild. You just literally continued the cycle. This kid's gonna be like, how did it happen? And I'd be like, well, your brother was just being a fucking dork. That's it. And now it's ingrained into your literal social security. Go play.
Just into your being.
Into your being. Go play. God damn it, dude.
Holy shit.
So that's my, his name is Callahan Ash. Fuck, what's his second middle name? Dude, yeah, like, I know only up to my first 2 siblings. The last 2...
Imagine you're playing, like, Smash or some shit instead. And you're like, I don't know, DDD.
DDD. And I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I look at this person.
Callahan, DDD.
DDD, fucking Ganondorf. No, Callahan, DDD, Joker, Nicholas. Fucking out of control, man.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude, I've been having a great old time. And hold on, I want to bring this back up because this is out of control. About my fucking uncle dirty balling. The
snail tail.
Yeah, him dirty balling the fucking the fucking toilet multiple times a day.
Fellas, I'm sure you're aware exactly what the fuck we're talking about.
That's the part that gets me every time. Is the multiple times a day.
A day, yo! Like how much just muck do you carry around in your sack, boy? Like,
oh my god!
How much? Like how many grams of that?
Oh, it just layers. That's not a veneer. That's a fucking carpet.
It's a lasagna of like fucking sack muck.
Oh, that's like, gross. Oh, geez. Okay, I'm sorry, real quick. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, so let me just give the context of when me and my uncle share a bathroom, and from time to time, I'll look at the toilet seat, and just the part at the very end, like the very part towards you, it's always just like dirty. Like, not just like pee,
brown,
but just like literally stained, bro. Like literally stained. Like, had to sit there for a second, like brownness, and I'd always be like, what the fuck? And so I never knew what it was. And so I called up Ami, and I'm like, dude, do you have any idea what that could be? And he goes, and he's just like, well, due to the dimensions of him and you, that's probably where his balls go. And I just like, yo, so he's like just dirty balling? Like, this nigga's just like, like I literally couldn't comprehend what he was telling me of. I was like, no, that's not, that's
not, Chief, nah, that's it, that's not it. That's not it.
Yeah, that's what like felons do. Like you can't do that.
There's like fucking number 11 tire skid marks in the front of the toilet seat every time you want to take a piss.
That's fucking out of control, man.
How do you not see that and you're like, let me just wipe that.
Right, yo, literally.
You're like, that's such a fucking power move. Like dirty ball in the toilets. You're like, I'm gonna let that shit rock. You're his bitch, Azelle. He knows you're the only one.
Well aware. Like, we've spoken about how I literally fear this man. Like, this is, like, no. Like, that's literally what it is. I told you, man. I told you about the thing the other time. The dishes thing.
Oh,
oh my god.
Just comes through.
I don't want to say it, cause who knows nearby, but like either way, yo, this man really like he, like, so you know what I saw the other day? So me and my family were over at a house in Brooklyn, and you know they're talking to other people, and it's my grandmother's old house, and so that's the house where he grew up in, and so me and him are like sitting in the front and whatever, and he like goes to the gate, and he's just sitting there, and I see this man interact with like 6 people. Like, in a matter of, like, 5 minutes, and he just knows everybody. Everyone's talking, they laughing, they talking, they telling him shit, and I'm just like, yo, like, remember when I texted you, and I was like, okay, I get it now. Like, where I was like, okay, this is... Yeah, it was literally that moment where I was looking at him, and I was just like, because he was talking about, like, the projects and how, like, because there's a project right across the street, and he's like, how many people think, he's like, how many thousands of people you think live on that football field size of a fucking piece of land? And he was talking about, like, you know, breaking the chain and breaking the cycle. And I was just like, oh, okay, so there are a lot of things that we don't agree on, but at least we agree on something like that. And I'm like, okay, so your truth is just yours. You know, that's whatever it may be. All that just to say, yeah, that man knows how to fucking run shit and treat somebody like a bitch. So,
yeah, like, just one-upping people in every scenario in life.
In every scenario, dude. Like, and it's so annoying. Cause
not gonna lie, I wish I lived like that, like, just exuding like, yo, you're my bitch.
Yeah, just
I don't give a fuck.
You need to be in this man's presence, cause you literally feel like
yo, I told you I want to fucking smoke with this man. Like, I want to just have a joint.
I want
hear him out.
I want you to be like around him, like just around him first, because smoking with him is like, I mean, it gets boring. Like it's because
I'm not ready for that.
Or just go off. Like, he's gonna say some shit, because you know, because I've been like enthralled, and then he'll be like, Barack Obama's a crook, right? And I'll be like, no. Wait,
did you say Obama's a crip?
No, Obama's a crook.
Wait, yeah, that's true. Well, shit.
Or he'll be
I don't fucking know that.
Or like, America knew about Pearl Harbor, right?
Yeah, he told me this.
Yeah. I think I told you about that. I was like, yo, this is wild. Like,
yeah, I have another uncle who still he gives into the fucking conspiracy theory that Hitler's alive. Hitler's alive and well in Argentina. He's just bullying.
He's just bullying, bro. He's
eating some picanha.
Oh no! What's the word you used to be? Scubbing?
Busking.
They just busking, bro. They just you hear some street music and like, yo, they just busking. Are you hearing niggas down the street busking? Oh my god.
Uncles with conspiracy theories.
Hey guys,
gotta love them. Gotta love them.
In the description down below, tell us about your conspiracy.
The uncle with conspiracy theories.
You know what? I might. You know what? Since we have a recording of this, I might start putting this on YouTube. And just like, have it so that people, because there's some people who complain where they're like, I want to be, not I want to be on YouTube, but like, I want to be like hearing it on YouTube. I don't want to have to go to like Spotify, because some people don't have Spotify Premium and whatnot.
Premium or some shit.
Yeah, so I was like, oh,
yeah, YouTube would be that's another stream of revenue. The fucking 25 cents we get every 3 months.
Dude, I'm so excited about our $2. It hasn't moved a fucking inch since then. But
yeah,
but
$2. Like, we made that. We made that
money from
you guys. Set that up.
From you guys listening to this shit, we've made $2. It's incredible.
I was talking about fucking ketchup pre-cum.
Ketchup pre-cum.
It's a stolen meme anyway, but like, I don't give a shit.
Chris Johnson, my dude, my friend, Shout out to you, man, because you love the ketchup pre-cum, and I was like, God, he loves the ketchup pre-cum, but you know, it's with dudes like you that we really, it's viewers like you that really support us.
Yo, remember you told us the other day? There's like a 30% female viewership.
Yeah,
That shit just makes me go wild. How is that possible?
30%.
Do you know how? That's. I'm horny. Not for those females.
No,
because they're just the idea that there are people out there
yeah, because
who will buy into this crackhead shit.
Yeah, if you guys weren't listening before, like, yo, like, some of the shit we were saying, like, of course we weren't saying anything out of control, but, like, it's wild to think that some girls would just be like, yeah, I'm totally doing this.
That sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, like, oh, I get these dudes. I do.
Gotta do
These are the
gotta do
boys.
coke with these folks.
Gotta do with these folks. Dude, I don't want to do coke, right? But like I'm never gonna do coke, right? This is also.
I think I'm gonna like once or twice maybe.
Yeah, just once or twice. We were making fun of people like that, but I get it now.
Yo.
I just do it once. Just once, like just to see what it's like.
Coke, just once.
Just coke, just once, like. Not even to like.
Not heroin or anything. Like,
you're not heroin.
Again, like just to reiterate, we're not doing crack.
We're not doing crack. As
it's not crack,
dude. We're literally not smoking.
Not doing crack. Yo, every day that goes by, of us still not having done crack.
Guys, this is a real quick motivational speech. I want to get up on here and really tell you guys this. No matter how much of a piece of shit you think you are, no matter how much your parents think that you haven't succeeded in, or they say something about you.
Really.
Yeah, they say anything about you and it just gets you upset and you're gonna show them one day, but you just don't do it. You're just waiting for that day where you can prove them wrong. Just understand, you have literally never seen what crack looks like. You have never smoked crack, or you don't know anybody who smokes crack, and that's enough for you to get up in there.
Yeah, there's your degree. There's your fucking validation for life.
Yeah,
you haven't needed anything during these times.
Literally haven't done
Holy
crack.
Shit.
Please understand that. So that's just one thing.
That being said, down to try coke.
But I'm down to try coke. I am pretty down to try coke. But only once, because I feel like if you do it more than that, I don't know. I was talking to a dude from my judo. And he was a bouncer. He's like a dude who's like been shot at and like done that shit. And me and him were just talking about drugs. And does that amuse you, Amia?
That's fine. Alright, just because, dude, look at us.
Yeah, I know. And people still fucking talk to us, dude. It's incredible. Like, people look at us. I would go as far to say that we're both bourbon boys. We're part of the burbs. I mean, you less so than me, but however, still part of the burbs. The burbs.
You gonna do that? Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you more credit. Look, you and me were talking about this the other day. You would have made a better black person. Listen. The evidence is all there. I don't hesitate. I just say it as a fact. He's got it, guys. Well, here's the scenario.
Is this what I'm hearing? You're giving me
the reality of the situation is that I am black. I am the one with the skin, and I can say nigger. So I hand out the N-word passes. So at the end of the day,
if most people saw you, they'll be like, nah, you got that foo-foo shit. I'm not buying that from him. Fuck that. Yo, nigga, you look like a CS student. Like, don't even get me started.
Dude, there was one day when he was roasting the fuck out of me because I had on, what did I have on? I had on like, what was it? Here's what I remember.
Yeah,
I remember.
You had on black slacks.
I had a black, bro, and they were literally worn out. They had paint on them. I remember I was wearing like a dress shirt or I was wearing a polo shirt.
You were in a polo with collards, like one popped.
And I think I was
just
wearing
like Vans type looking shoes.
Yeah, right.
With like glasses that are square and long.
Yeah, exactly.
Like halfway down your nose.
Like my perpetual essence would be like, just as I push it. Can I have it with no lettuce?
Like I'm more of a thinker player. Like I play Pac-Man.
Okay, so I play Pac-Man. I'm the thinker player.
Yeah.
My wolf, I'm telling, dude, my wolf has been getting a little. If you play as Ganon, you're
Dirty?
done.
Nice.
Like I was fucking up my friend the other day, and I was like doing shit. And I was like, it's like how Carlos treats you with Dr. Mario and Smash. I would always feel,
Just rape
yeah,
and like I'm the fucking
literally,
subject to
and
his.
like to his bullshit. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah,
What?
yeah.
I think there's one time where he literally spiked me and went, "It's monkey time." he just like he did it while he was like, well, while he was literally like exhaling, where it's just like, it's monkey time.
I can't, yo.
He's just,
Yeah.
guys, I wish you guys could play him just to feel the raw disrespect. Cause I know there's one of you bitches out there who think it's like, maybe you're just trash at Smash. No, he literally makes you feel bad about playing the game. like,
Why am I even doing this?
like you stop
Why-
having
why-
fun. Like you just
Like, you
can't.
rethink your day, your week, like your last 6 months as a person.
You just like putting in your fucking socks in your drawer, and you're like, I'm not that bad at Smash. Don't worry, I've gotten better with him now. Like I finally got good, so I stand a chance and I beat him. But like, yo, if it's somebody I don't know, or if it's somebody where I'm just having an off day, yo, he'll just literally destroy me.
Oh god.
He'll go
He
ham
catches
on
you
me.
the worst times too.
At the worst times, man. He's like not good at that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
why does his Discord always say playing Smite?
Huh?
Why does his Discord like 24/7?
Says he's playing
Just says
Smite because
he's
he's
playing
just
Smite.
really good at Smite. That's
Oh shit.
anytime you remember like last semester or like fall when I was like on my monk shit, like just living in their dorm. Like half
Yeah.
of my days I would just walk in and he would just be playing Smite, and
Should be on Smite.
he'd just be on Smite because he's just a good dude with the Smite, man.
Wait, do you know what god he plays?
No. He plays a range. I've seen him play 3 at
Oh,
least.
nice.
But I don't know what he plays. Yeah. He said he used to play League though, so I don't know what made him go from
Yeah,
Smite
he
to League.
did. Yeah,
Yeah, from League of
remember
Smite.
this.
Yeah, I have no clue,
It's
man.
just 3D League, I guess.
3D League. Yeah. Oh man,
Like,
dude, I wish I could be.
FPS.
I wish I could be really into a mainstream game like that. I don't mean, and I don't say that to sound like a cuck.
Play League.
No, I
Why
don't want.
don't
I
you
don't want to
just-
play League. League will
Why don't
destroy
you
my
just
life.
wanna-
League will destroy.
But like, listen, hear me out here. Look, you could ration your time.
He said, "Well,
You
hold on a
listen.
second."
It's just like crack.
It's,
If you
no, but if I've done crack, I'll just want more crack. Like you know the
Wait,
prime
you
principle
gotta-
of crack. Like you just want more crack.
you gotta, but that's where the king shit comes in. Like you gotta know how to ration your crack.
Ah! Sorry. Dude, here's the thing though.
Elijah plays TFT, right? Yeah.
PFT. What's PFT? The
TFT, Team Fight Tactics.
Team Fight
But he would not actually play League. He plays the spin-off that he has to make an account and a client for. He logs in, but doesn't fucking play.
What a piece
the
of
actual
shit
game.
asshole that he.
No, I get it though. It's like he's choosing to maintain his sanity.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's all good.
So it's all right. But dude, look, yeah, as we said before, we're like not doing crack, but at the same time, like look at how I'm dealing with this weed situation. Like, I had maybe an eighth of like, so I had the two quarters. We had the quarter each that we had from
You
like
got the keys, yeah.
how long ago was that?
2 weeks? 2.5
2 weeks,
weeks?
2.5 weeks ago. I have been
Yeah.
like alternating. Like I have a bit of the low, a bit of the high, a bit of the mid, and then the weed that we just got. The weed we got those 2 weeks ago. And I've just been fucking around with like ratios just because I'm just like, all right, I'm like, okay, maybe I'll use a little bit of the mid, a little bit of the mid and the other mid. Oh, nice one. We'll use this mid and that mid, and I'll use like some of the low to like mix it in, and then maybe we'll put a little bit of keef on top. So, like I've been trying to like find the best ways to maximize me getting high and me losing weed.
Like using the lows as Swanto.
Dude, I even fucked around with, because I started messing around with blunts again. I'm even fucking around. I'm thinking about putting tobacco in there, because I'm like, well, I'll still get the head high. That's what I'm talking about. That line of thinking, I've never had that line of thinking. So now I'm just like,
Do I put a? Do I make this a split?
let me fuck around and put some tobacco in there.
Yeah, big boy.
Yeah, go get a big boy. No, like that's what I'm saying. And I think I'm gonna be a degenerate piece of shit and do it for my next blunt. So, all right, yeah. So, you hear that, everybody? I'm now a piece of shit. I've confirmed I'm a stoner. My mother can't have any of my belongings. I'm giving them all to my cat, Sylvester. Sylvester, you know what to do, man. And as you know, the books go to charity. All right.
Books go to charity.
The books go to charity.
I really wish we had read the Library of Alexandria.
Real quick. Do you know how many times you've spoken to me about how much we've lost with the Library of Alexandria? Like,
bro, can you fucking imagine just how much the library? Come on.
How much?
Just the basis of human gathering and just knowledge, all of their intellectual property of humanity at that time in that place.
What was your fucking... I remember one of the times you gave me a statistic where it was like, imagine if like a sixth or like an eighth of the amount of like information...
No, it was over 90% of recorded information.
Over 90% of what? Like...
recorded history is lost.
Recorded history was lost. Jesus. I mean, I get it, but like you still say it too much. Like that's.
Why do you think I cry every other week? Just off rip. Like I'm smoking a joint, like sitting with my old fashioned, playing League, like just tears running down my cheek, and I'm like, hey, why am I so sad? And then I remember. We lost over 90% of human knowledge in the burning of the Library of Alexandria. Just take a moment. Can we have a moment of silence, please? I can't do this. I need a moment.
Dude, let me...
I can't. I'm sorry.
You
really
legitimately get upset.
me, but like,
No,
I
like,
do that. I really do that.
Ass.
That's the thing. I fucking do get upset. Come on.
Dude, I'm literally sitting here like eating spicy sweet chili Dorito. Oh my god. Well, I'm so sorry. I'm dead ass. I'm so sorry it meant so much to you. Like,
I mean, I wasn't there. But like, I don't know.
90% of everything that was recorded up until that point, gone.
Just because of because Julius Caesar. So glad he got stabbed. This fucking pussy simp. That's dude.
If he got wow.
Yep.
If he went like wild, like if nobody stopped him, what would have happened?
What if no one stopped Julius Caesar?
Yeah. You know, except for the fact that he got fucking shanked. I mean, like, let's say, like,
yeah.
If that didn't happen, what would happen?
Huh.
No,
I don't know. Would the Roman Empire still not fall? I don't know. They're retarded with how they managed it. They built roads for their infantry, but they fucking forgot to make banks, so people could actually have an economic system set in place. But I don't know what the fuck I'm talking. I'm not a historian.
Sounds familiar.
Roman Empire in fucking grave detail.
See, that sounds like the U.S. Like, bro. Dude, like, maybe when I was, like, I don't know, just being born here, and, like, having to deal with the bullshit of, like, hey, we're the U.S. Fuck everybody else. Like, to have that supplanted into your mind, and then eventually at some point come to the point, like, oh, no, we're pretty fucking garbage. Like, no, we're not, like, hey, fuck everybody else. It's like, no, like, we're kind of a bully. Like,
we're literally Kevin.
Yeah. We're literally backwards hat, has the monster, tank top. He's coming to fuck you up.
Yeah, like just the freckles on his nose.
Exactly.
Fucked up teeth with braces.
Has a car, that he posts about way too much and a TikTok that nobody watches.
Yeah. It's just like his only emotional connection in life, his car.
His car. I love car dudes, or I'm fine with car dudes, but like the nigga who like hears too much.
Yeah, I
car,
used to be one.
Wild. No, but like you like.
Well,
cars.
I grew up brown, so that kind of makes sense. You know.
That's right. You called
So
yourself.
you're those fucking Guyanese boys with the infinities rolling out around with the. I don't give a shit. I'm calling y'all out. I don't give a fuck. What do you think you're gonna? What, you think you're pulling bitches with your X86 that you got with your dad's money? Really, bro? Alright, go off. I'm not judging, but go off. But like, just know that you're trash.
Me and Deneve is in fact judging. But fuck him. Because we know some, and we don't. And what we can imagine is fuck all of them.
Yeah, my best friend was a fucking car guy.
Oh man. You know what? You know what I love about Dave Chappelle? Sorry to go off, but that he just constantly is just like, someone's gonna fuck something up for me. I don't know who, but like his last like 5 specials, like yeah, that's literally just like, I don't know who's gonna fuck this up for me, but until then, let's go, nigga. Like,
yeah, she doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, because someone,
like, I know one of y'all, one of these communities, one of these groups.
Yeah, is just waiting to piss on my grave.
Yeah. But I think.
Oh wait. Say that again. You broke up.
I really don't think anyone has shit on him though. I don't think anyone got shit on him.
Yeah, right.
Just at all.
Like,
I don't think anyone has anything on Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, right. And even at
that
point,
what can you call him out on?
Exactly. He even went out and said,
feet, other than the fact that he
fucks feet.
But like it's Dave Chappelle.
But it's
I'm gonna let him rock.
I'm gonna let this nigga get these feet. You know what I'm saying? What, nigga? Do you hear yourself? I'm gonna let the nigga fuck my feet. Like, no. I'm fine with him fucking feet. It's like Batman. I'm fine with Batman doing justice, just not to me. Don't. You know, just let it happen, but not to me. And what day is this?
It's 27th, I think. It's the 19th.
It's the 19th. Dude, 420's tomorrow.
It's tonight, nigga. It's in 20 minutes. You know what I'm about to do.
Bitch. It's still 5.
Y'all already know.
Y'all already know.
I'm just planning this out. Do I wake and bake on 420, or do I?
Do you celebrate at night?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a tough question.
Yeah. I think that is indeed.
Oh man. Yikes.
It's usually joined in the eve and bong rips throughout the day, I think.
Okay. You know what I would do? Cause tomorrow's Monday, right? I got class till like 4:30. You know,
I got class, bro.
Bro, I still got class. Yeah, we still got class. And here's the thing, I could go to none of those classes, but then like I would get roasted. No, I would get roasted by this family if I didn't go to any of those classes, even though they all get recorded. But whatever. But either way, 420. I believe in these times, at least, and for me speaking, because of my shortage of bud, if you're short on bud, I'd say switch between bong rips and bud and actual joints. But I think because I have a decent amount, like I have enough to last me for another week, I think I'm going to do both. I'm going. I think if you don't have much, I think it's going to be you should do a medium one during the day and then a big one at night, or just like one little and one big as compared to like doing it the whole day. I think for tomorrow, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to smoke early morning, go to class, play some games, and then I'm trying to go with one friend. I'm trying to hang out with one friend. Just hope to God no one says nothing. But just one dude, me, him, a car, an edible, weed. And we just vibe. We vibe 420.
Very nice.
Dude. This might sound a little weird and spiritual. Feel free to light the goddamn sage. But I think you can look at everybody close in your life. Maybe not like friends, but I'm saying maybe from like a What's the name? What's the name for something family related? Something familial?
Kinfolk.
Kinfolk? But that sounds more like. Oh yeah. So let's say we say kinfolk for family. Like, just think about like the kinfolk in your life, and
Yeah.
each of them are like a manifestation of like something in your life. In terms of just like that's literally where I got that from. Because I was thinking about it. I was like, let's say a kid bugs the fuck out. Let's say when a kid's small, like they bug the fuck out. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
um,
It's just a spazzing child.
they're just a spazzing child, right? Like it's like they're a regular person, but like they just have maybe a really a quality of them that's really bad. You only get that from one. You only get that from somebody else. Like that's something like that is a lot of that. Sometimes that is learned, but most times, like of course, all cases included. Some people just like develop that, but in most cases, you get that from somebody. Like when
It's
you're mad,
acquired.
yeah.
Right.
If you handle your anger by the way you see people handle it, because that's normal to you.
Hmm.
And the same way, so I was thinking about it. I was thinking about my family and everybody around, and I was like, oh, I get this from this person and that from that person. Because I thought about, like, I would think about that thing. So, okay, for example, I would used to think about my anxiety and my anger. And I, I sometimes I would put that on my mother. But then I was like, wait, my mother doesn't do that at all. I was like, I probably get my work ethic from my mother in terms of like she's kind of shit at doing things like the moment they need to get done. But like if it's like the last week or like if it's like in the final hour or something, she gets that shit done. Or she knows how to
Right,
juggle in
right.
bad scenarios.
You know how to wing shit.
She knows how to wing shit. She wants us to get tattoos, family tattoos that say
Yeah.
or like because our family motto, quote unquote, would be like it just needs to get done, or pretty much this needs to get done. Somebody's got to do it. But then I thought about
Yo, that's so hot.
what?
No, that's just it's hot.
Oh, it's what about it? I mean, no,
That's
go
all.
ahead.
Go on.
Oh, okay, all
No,
right.
no, no.
Somebody
That's it.
please
That's
DM him
it.
and
It's
figure
hot
that
as
out.
fuck.
From my I was thinking about my grandmother and my uncle, and I was like respectively anxiety and anger. I'm sorry, my uncle and my grandmother. Yeah, anger and anxiety. Cause I just don't. Cause here's the thing, right? I liken the three of us being together as the three body problem. Of either of us can vibe on our own when it's just the two of us, but if it's all three of us,
Right.
out of control. Like out of control. Like it's it's just I just or in terms of for me personally, I'm just like I can't handle all this. Like there's too much going on there where they just
The
feed
energy
off of
is
each other's energy.
the meter isn't. It's not dealable.
It's not doable when they're both there. But then I was like thinking about it. I was like, okay. I was like, I get my curiosity from my grandpa. I would get my humor. So that's my sarcasm, cynicism, joyfully sardonic. I get that from my dad. Like I was just thinking about like when I think about that thing, who does that immediately remind me of? In terms of just like fuck, I wish I could talk to this person about it. Cause I see that if I want to talk to someone about a certain thing, that's probably because like I got it from that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you?
I see that.
Mm. Yeah.
I see that. Cause I used to not think about any. I told you I used to not think about any of this shit before.
Yeah.
I was like fucking 18. I was just going about, I don't know, playing ball and fucking
Scratching
doing my
your
shit.
nuts.
It's occasionally, yeah.
Oh, it happens.
And a lot of this, I don't know. I don't know how to put a development of my lenses that I accumulated,
Mm-hmm.
or it was through this one person that I met, and like when we talked about things, and like we gave up just the things we've observed growing up, so like things became clear and things started opening up, and it just one time this portal opened and it never closed, and now I'm just stuck thinking like this
Mm.
about everything in life, and I'm like, I don't know. I really don't know. But I've been trying to like dissect exactly what the fuck I get from which parent who, but I haven't been able to pinpoint anything really, except for my multiple personality disorder which I get from
Oh,
both
oh
of my
no.
parents. I think that's about it.
Hmm.
That's it.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. You know, one thing I do get, or one thing I do, this is kind of related, which is one thing I feel like I kind of understand from people, but I really don't, is when people want to have kids, or either way, they don't have kids, and it's the prime reason is because they don't want to hand them whatever like illnesses run in their family, and it's
Okay.
fine, and to me it's fine if it's something like PKD, like Philip DeFranco has PKD, and he got it from his
Right.
dad,
Yeah.
and it means that his kids
Yes.
might have it, yeah, but for some
Right.
people, to
Right.
me, it's like severe depression or
Right.
anxiety or like a tendency to like be angry, and I'm
I
just like,
yeah.
maybe
Holy
it's
shit.
it's the cunt in me, but I look at that and I'm like okay, well at least for
Yeah.
me,
Go ahead. You deal with my
yeah
SPS.
you
Who gives a shit?
yeah I'm gonna be like, look, I'm gonna teach you how to handle this because although this life is a fucked one, like it's still better to be here and enjoy it. Like even if you're still not here afterwards, or even it, or if maybe there's the fact that you are gonna keep going. The feelings that you feel and the things that you feel are all going to be things. Take them as you weigh, but you'll experience them and you'll enjoy them. And at the end of it, you'll go fuck. Here's the thing: if I can at the end of my life speak to you and you feel as though life was worth something, I'm fine with that. If while I'm going out, you're going, thank you and whatever it may be, I'm fine with that. I told you
Yeah.
about my grandpa, where that nigga didn't do. We when he died, when I spoke to him and whatnot, he was just very, maybe this is a pit stop, maybe this is not, but I've enjoyed the time I spent here, as he's laughing and fucking coughing. But the nigga was somebody who, he was just like, I'm gonna teach you some stuff, and that's gonna be it. I'll do what I can to help you in this fucked life, and that's how I would do with my kid.
Yeah.
You know.
Like
Uh,
it's just people.
Wait, say
in
it
Kung
again.
Fu Panda.
You broke up.
People who are like Uguay in Kung Fu Panda. They're just like there gathering information, vibing with everyone. Hey, my son.
There are
This
no
is the way.
accidents.
Yeah.
Yes. Boy was. Yo, let me tell you some shit, right?
Woke.
And there are no accidents. Just
Monkey.
It's monkey time. As he fucking fades away. It's monkey time. Let me tell you something that made me really laugh. So I take care of my great grandmother from time to time. She's 90, and my grandma has, I don't know. Sometimes her grandma be going off on my great grandma, but either way, my great grandmother went to go use the bathroom, and she came back, and when we went to go like change her diaper, put away her denture, stuff like that, she apparently I think she pissed her pants, and so eventually my grandma's like, come look, she pissed her pants. She's like, look, she doesn't even notice, and she doesn't even notice. Do you know what this fucking woman said? This woman said, well, why don't you tell me this? Why is my pants wet, but I'm dry? and then we go to check her diaper, full of piss, full of fucking piss. As this woman is fucking, and then she's like, how'd you wet your pants? And she's like, I'm trying to figure it out too. I'm trying to, she's just like, I don't know. She's like, that's what I'm trying to figure out. As she's just laughing this whole time, my grandmother's yelling at her, and I'm just doing dishes, just like fucking laughing. I'm like, God damn it. I'm like, dude, that's how I'd want to be. Just like gleefully ignorant. Yeah, right.
Like, hey, did I piss my pants, George? There you go.
Yeah.
Can you check that for me real quick?
Yo, and the best thing was that she said it with such like genuine, like, well, you're telling me, like, just just like, hey man, I'm just trying to figure this out, like, how I'm dry, because and even at some point she said it as like a bet. Yeah, how my own pants. She's like, she literally, like, it's just the fact that she also said, well, like this, let me tell you something.
How you see wetness and I'm dry? Huh? Huh? You think about that,
Yeah, she
you dumb bitch.
doesn't pull a switcheroo on your ass.
Could you imagine if we fucking we went to check and she had no diaper on? If she'd just be like, yeah, I'm telling you guys, and we're like, what the fuck? This lady's fucking magician. But also, where the fuck is
Where
that
did your
diaper?
piss go, Grandma?
Grandma, where'd your piss go?
She's doing all that thing.
As she just whips a hard old fart, just like
Fattest
it's
rip.
like the dude. I was so sad in the group chat. I wasn't sad, but I was just like, all right, it'd be like that. That's okay. When I sent in that meme, and I was like, guys, you gotta follow this meme page for this meme.
Carlos was like,
What was it? It was
sorry, buddy.
It was the tracer. No, it's totally fine because that shit makes me laugh dumb hard, and I love it.
Died.
Of the tracer
died.
and the Oh my god. Yeah, man.
Why would you do this?
Yo,
Uh,
oh my god, guys.
Carlos just went I'm sorry, but the follow wasn't worth the meme.
It's not worth the meme. No, it was Chris. Chris was like, found it, not worth the meme, not worth the follow. And I was like, that's fair, I'll give you that.
Yeah, I think Carlos said that.
Oh damn, it might have been Carlos. Dude,
Pretty sure Carlos, but anyway, yeah.
hold up. Dude, I found these. You know what I love about old people houses? Is
The smell.
no, fuck the smell. Is the old treats that are just laying around.
Oh, I love that shit. The
Like-
character, just the
the
stains.
The Gatorade bottle that's been there since 2012.
Yeah.
That
'Cause
one.
in their mind, that 2012 to now is not even that much.
That's
time.
2 years from now. Just,
Yeah.
that's just literally.
That Gatorade bottle's been there for I don't know, 2 weeks now.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Isn't that long?
Oh shit. And you drink it. You're like this literally has a worm in it.
Yeah, it's like the inside of the plastic just dissolved into whatever liquid's in there.
Dude, I'm eating this. It's this ho-oh. Not ho-oh. A ho-ho. What the fuck it is? It's like this chocolate thing where it's Swissy.
Eating ho. Yeah, I know what fucking
Dude,
ho-hos are.
Dude, I just spent the last 2 minutes collectively just trying to bite into that thing and just get it down my throat. And I remember exactly what happened. She gave it to me.
Hey,
She's
yo.
like, you eat these? And I was like, no, I don't. And I still took it. And I eating it right now. That's trash. It's garbage. Shit must be from literally 3 years ago. I fucking hate it. It's I hate it, bro. Cause being here, I'm too used to being in the city with you boys, of just eating pizza
ramen
and
a block away.
ruining my body, or being or going out to the hot pot, some shit like that. Either way, just
Dude, yeah. I'm pretty sure I have Crohn's disease now because of the shit I ate last semester.
yeah, right. Oh my god, dude, I was having dollar pizza once every 2
So
days,
much. Oh my
so much. Dude, thank God we also got out of that scenario because I was done with being a fucking
Yeah,
monk.
our bodies were like, yo, what are you, bro?
No, bro, not even that.
please.
Remember, I wasn't living over there, so I was still
Yeah.
trying to
Kinda
be in the
committed.
dorm. Yeah, no, so that means that I don't have to do this next semester. I hope to God to give me housing, man. Oh my God, because I don't care what they give me, man. I'm just gonna put it down as long as it's not fucking ridiculously expensive. I'll put it down, and we're just gonna do that and vibe.
Dude, I'm high key considering risking my entire family's health to get a job now, just so I can grind to get housing next semester.
Dude,
I'm actually considering it.
You
I
know-
love my parents, but Jesus,
fuck, you just man. Who want?
I want
the
I need
privacy.
to be there.
Oh, not
No, I
even.
love my parents. Mi padres, they're fucking great. My dad got me weed the other day, and I was like, bet?
I don't owe you shit,
Yeah,
dude.
like
Um,
yeah.
yeah, man. Honestly, it's in the night jobs. It's in like for
I
my
see
whole
that.
point from the summer was gonna be doing a night job in Nordstrom, and it would have been all
Mm.
right. Yeah. Um, but what were you gonna say? What were you thinking?
No, I was just thinking, get a job,
Hmm.
grind,
Dude.
put some money in the stock market because it's gonna it's
Oh,
tanking.
dude, my cryptos are doing great. They were doing fucking trash.
I can imagine.
Dude, do you remember we were at Hot Pot and like Bitcoin just kept on going down? Like
Just yeah.
just
Holy
kept on
shit!
went down half its value in like those like two
In a
days.
2 days,
And
yeah.
maybe a day. Yeah, it was just going down and I was like, wow, there goes everything else. But in that I just started buying up all the lower ones, so now I get to like actually see changes. Not like 30 cents change, but like $2, $6, $7. Something like
Yo,
that.
no, dude, that should add the fuck up.
Um yeah, man.
How low?
Um
Like, dude, we're investing like pussy numbers, but we don't worry, we out here.
oh, we out here, dude. That's the one thing, dude. I think we were talking about that like earlier, like literally just like 2 hours ago. Like, dude, I am like my life will be like I'll have my apartment on like the Upper East Side, or Upper West Side. Like I'll have my apartment somewhere in Manhattan. I will be
I live on
moving
the Lower
around a
East Side.
lot. You want Lower
Right?
East? I'll take
Yeah.
I'll take like Greenwich.
No,
Or
I want a trash neighborhood. Like, I
you
want
want a
to
trash
have
neighborhood? I
like,
don't want
but
to
like
go.
a pretty nice house in a trash. Like,
Oh,
I'm gonna deck out my apartment in a night in a trash place.
okay, all right, okay. You know what you could be? You could be in what is it called? There's some really good spots in
Delancey, literally.
I was gonna say like Bed-Stuy, but that's still Brooklyn. I know you'd want to be
Mm.
like in uh are there still any trash spots like in lower to like 42nd Street or like Midtown?
Oh nah, not 47. I mean they're trash apartments, but they're still dumb expensive.
Yeah, yeah, man.
Like they're those city apartments that are just like a trash apartment that's mad money for no reason.
Yeah.
Just
Like
because it's like near Columbus Circle. Oh, a possum. Hello, buddy.
possum. Oh, possum.
Do I go? Let me go pet it.
You're gonna go fucking pet a possum?
Uh, if it lets me. Oh, and it ran away. Sad. No, it's walking away. Oh, it's walking back. Hello.
Hmm.
How do I track the possum? Is it? Nope. He ran away.
I don't know. You could stab my work.
I don't think.
You can't say until you tried.
Yeah, I just wanna one day like to acknowledge a person like that. Like, hey, just like the clicking the fingers and the.
Come here. Oh, I at a cat like 3 weeks ago. Oh
Yeah.
my god! And it came to me, dude.
Oh,
Dude,
dopamine.
dude, that dopamine hit was so good. Oh my god, that dopamine was so good, guys.
That
I
shit
want
hits.
a cat. I want a cat so bad. Like I've only identified with cats since I was like 6. Just fucking hand me a cat. And everywhere I fucking live, I can't have a cat. Or like I've had a cat, but the cat just like has to go at some point, and I'm not down with it. The next time I have an apartment, or the first time I get an apartment, I'm getting a cat. Like I need it. Cats are so cool. Um. Uh. Yeah. Yeah. They
I
ever tell you?
wanted a dog literally since I was literally sick. Actually,
Hmm,
that's crazy.
dude.
I wanted those sheep dogs.
Hmm?
I wanted a shepherd.
You want a shepherd? I've always wanted a shepherd
Yeah.
too. A shepherd or a husky. But those are like
Ooh.
ridiculously alpha dogs, and you really have to do your work with them, which is wild.
That too.
But I
I
would,
actually could just let them rock.
mm, like apparently, I was listening to Joe Rogan's podcast, and he was talking about how like German shepherds like want to do like you can't just have them sitting inside, or else they're just gonna like go wild.
You just get depressed.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, excuse me. Um, I would love a. I'd want a dog, ideally. I've always said I wanted a dog that's big and fluffy, but can, like, tear out a man's jugular. Like, that's what I need. I want both.
Right.
And a German Shepherd is cute and fuzzy, but will straight up kill a man.
Like 100%.
100%.
I want a Doberman. Also, I've always wanted an Alaskan Malamute.
An Alaskan Malamute.
Yeah.
Let me look that boy up.
There's floofers that look like a bigger husky and a Shiba Inu mixed.
Hold on, let me look this boy up. It's hold on. What is it again? Name it. Say its name again.
Alaskan Malamute.
Malamute. Oh my.
Right?
Oh wow. Oh, it's those boys. Oh, those boys are pretty
Yeah.
good. Oh man.
I love them
It's
shit.
pretty sick.
Come on, one.
Oh man, they're similar.
Dude. Ariana keeps saying this, like, I don't need a girl around in the house. I just want a dog. I want my dogger.
Dude, literally, like, I love girls. Girls are cool.
Yeah, I love girls.
Dude, I love girls. Girls
But like
are
an
incredible.
Alaskan Malamute.
But literally, if I had
Like
2 cats, I'm fine. Like, I would know.
I think I'll be chilling.
I'd be chilling,
Yeah.
and I would just love them. And a girl can be there, but I mean, it's a deal
I
breaker
love,
without the
still
cats.
love my cats more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but I need the cats there.
I'm not sharing my love.
You can keep one if you want. Like, we can name them separately, but like, we're having cats.
Yeah, guess
You know?
that's settled.
Yeah, so it's settled. All right, if any of you lovely men or women out there are like, let me see
You're
what's going
so
on with
close
this
to saying biddies.
but
but
biddies. All right, well, if there's any biddies, if there's any babes with the butts, then just
Fuck
remember,
off.
I love 2 cats. I'd like one to be fluffy and white. So like, hope you can fit that in if you can.
So you're describing a fucking polygamy. Like, I want one of them thick and white, and I want the other one smart and Asian.
Smart and Asian. We used to have 2 cats. That were like, they were twins.
Where's the other cat? Where's your cat that you have?
Where's my cat? Where's Sylvester? Sylvester is with some family in Brooklyn. And
bro, go get your fucking cat.
I can't go get my cat right now. I can't.
Why's your cat with other people?
Because my mom always fucking does this, right? My mom has done this 3 times. Not with just cats, but with animals in general. Well, she'll go, I want this pet. And we'll go, all right, we'll get it for you for Christmas. And then like 4 months down the line, she'll be like, I cannot take care of this pet. And I'm like, but we love the pet now. You can't do this. They are integral to our dopamine. And she'll go, well, it's going. And so she'll just get rid of it. So we had a dog named Duke. And he was like this.
Oh.
He was this huge pit bull.
Oh.
I think. Either way, he was big. He was big, but he was a sweetheart. Like he was easily
A boxer?
I guess so. Let me see. Hold on. Let me pull up a pic, or let me pull a box. Let me see.
Wait, that's literally blue balling yourself. Why would you do that?
Oh, not a boxer. Not a boxer. Was he a pit bull? He was mixed. He was a pit bull and something else. Who knows? He was just a big pit bull. Why is it that Pitbull the rapper shows up? Why is he called a rapper? Wait, yeah, there's too many levels down here. I typed in Pitbull, and then I got Pitbull, Mr. 305.
American rapper.
Yeah, and then in parentheses his name, he says he's a rapper. Who the fuck considers Pitbull a rapper? Whatever.
I don't know. People who wear jerseys to the club.
Yeah, I guess, bro.
Dude, Christian wears jerseys to school.
Dude. Dude, I'm telling you, man. I know I hang out with a lot of boys. Like, if I see you wearing a gold chain, around you, I'm just like, what's going on? Like, I'm like, there's
What?
no way.
Are you alright?
I'm like, are you okay? Like, I don't like, yeah, because I just know boys, and it's like they still get girls, like they're healthy people, like they do it, but I'm just like, but why wear the chain?
Why?
Why the
Why
straight
the
color
drip?
shirt? Yeah, why so much drip? Like you don't need that.
Ice. What's like? What's with the? Hey man, who are you flexing on?
Yeah, right. Like niggas know when you pull out something on occasion. Like you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right,
Right?
right.
Like I used to
Yeah.
have this little yin yang thing, like bracelet that a friend
Yo,
got me. Do you
I
remember
had
what
a
I used to
yin
wear?
yang, like a
Oh,
fucking yak boned necklace
a
that I used to
yak
pull out at
bone
class
necklace.
parties. Just like,
Yo,
I can't believe myself. The
yo,
shit that I did.
y'all trying to see this
Uh,
yak bone?
but like that's cool though. But just like a
is
regular,
it? Is it?
I I
Is it
I would think it's cool, but people probably,
giving you the benefit of the doubt
I
to
guess
the
I guess yes. So I guess if on first occasion
right?
it just be like, what the fuck is this dude doing?
Yeah, but go on. What are you saying? You had a yin and yang bracelet that a
Um.
friend gave you.
Oh. Either way, I had a yin yang bracelet I would wear, and that it was like pretty obvious that I wasn't wearing that shit from day to day. Like that was the shit that pulled out. Like niggas know when you pull out drip. Like, and that's the whole thing about it.
Yeah.
You're really playing with yourself if you don't really pull out drip, because niggas gonna go, really? That's your best?
Yes,
Like, like, yeah, you know what I mean? That's wild.
yeah.
Oh,
Like
dude,
you have to. Your occasion ice has to be like proper.
it has to be proper. It has to be proper. You can't be half-assed and nice.
You're right. Right. You can't. Your drip is you.
Mm. Dude,
Yeah.
speaking of, I've been reading. You see, I've been reading more about the myth of Sisyphus,
Yeah.
and there's like the section I've been reading that I really enjoy, where we're talking about intention and how like there's like two truths to something when you personally look at it, not to the thing itself, but your perception of it. Well, there's the psychological truth and the metaphysical truth of there's the thing that you're putting onto this. You know what I mean. Your intention, your
Your
experiences, what you know. Yeah,
your lens.
yeah. You're putting
Right.
your lens on it, but then that's what that thing legitimately is. So whether it's, I think he said like as if it's a rain, hand on a shoulder, or an object, they are just things at the end. Like they are, yeah. And
There. Right.
yeah.
Okay.
And I just thought that was like so, because I really try my hardest to like do shit like that. In terms of just, I think he said something along the line of like the value is topographical. Like it's only a sense of direction. In terms of it's something that
Yeah.
we can literally just depend on. But it doesn't mean saying something's okay. It'd be like if someone was like, you can say that something's 40 kilometers south of something else, and someone can go, that's fucking far, but that's just a distance. That's just a relative thing. If you said 50, 500, 5,000, 50,000, like, it's all just
Same
relative.
thing.
Yeah, but the sense of direction itself, it's just a direction. You can't say
Yeah.
anything about it except that it's just a thing. And I like that. I've been trying to bring that more and more into my life, especially with this, because, like, shit'll happen, and I'm just like, God damn it. And I'll get mad at myself or get mad at people, and I'm just like, that's the story I'm telling myself. I just need to
You know.
go about my day. Yeah.
You know when like this realization came to me
What do you mean?
when I
Yeah. What's
when I ordered headphones
Mm.
and like the packaging that I got was like just absolute shit ripped up. Like just no the people at their jobs clearly didn't give a shit about this
About your
product
package? Aw.
getting to me. And then like I started thinking about this unit that was made. It's one of like thousands or like hundreds of thousands of things that were made by that company. It's just to them that one pair of individual thing doesn't matter how much it could mean to me. Like a $400 pair of Bose headphones that is like, oh, they're my headphones. Oh, I love these bitches. But at a manufacturing level, it's just another unit that they made to get profit, maybe if it gets sold ever. So they have just like thousands of units just in the factories in the warehouse that never get sold. It's just like they're things.
Yeah.
It's your part. I don't know that really it's just my truth, my perspective that I've accumulated in my life so far. Because I've been questioning what the truth is, and we've had multiple discussions of how there's no such thing. There's
Mhm.
no
Mhm.
such thing as the right morale. It's just situational, really, I guess.
Mhm.
What the fuck do I know? Again, it all boils down to what the fuck do I know?
No, but let's talk about that, right? Cuz again, think about somebody like my uncle who he will just say his truth. He does
Right.
not give a fuck what anybody thinks about it. And the energy that he
I,
just
I love that. Like,
it's
come on,
incredible.
that's great.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, I still feel like I don't want that. Like, granted, I'll do it,
Me neither.
but I
But
still
like, I'm appreciative of
I'm
things
appreciative of
like that existing.
yeah, right. That can
Yeah,
just that you can just do that and
do that. Yeah.
just be able to go, yeah, just go, hey, this is how I feel about it. So yeah, you can go, I don't know, but at the same time, that's how you feel about something. You know, that's probably that's what I don't like about a lot of what happens in terms of just like when people like gaslight people, or like mostly online when it's just like you suck, and they're like, hey, what's going on? Do you know that they literally told Idubbbz's girlfriend came out with like an OnlyFans or like a premium Snapchat
OnlyFans. Yeah.
or one of those,
Yep.
and they were like, of course they're like the jokes like, oh, you're a simp, you're a cuck, but people were like literally doing death threats or like literally telling him how to like, how to handle this situation. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
that's you have no say in that, and if you do, what does it matter? Like, people are legitimately getting mad about this, and I was like, come on, guys, like that is not only is that not your place to
But
say, like,
I get it though. Listen, I kind of get that though. Of course, you can't say that, but iDubbbz, he was just one of the figureheads of not giving a shit, not being a simp, being a king.
this is
But
so.
not saying that having a girlfriend account makes you a simp. But like, what does it
but
matter? My
but
point is, what does it fucking matter?
being in the presence of a girl before, so you do have your card. You go. No, go off.
Yeah, it's like who who do they think they are? Like how your perceived importance, like how people need to do psychedelics. Like you're not important. You're a piece of shit thing
Oh
that
my
doesn't matter.
god.
It won't
Yeah.
matter. It won't
Yeah.
matter. It won't matter.
Oh Jesus Christ. That's incredible, man. I can't I can't stress that enough. If you leave anything this one pot, we've probably said a lot, but if the one thing that you do leave with, it's that you don't fucking matter. That's
You
yeah.
don't matter.
That's okay. That is the metaphysical way of saying it. The psychological better way of putting it would be, guys, don't take yourself too seriously. Life
Just
is going to
stop.
be life. You're gonna
Like
be
it's fine.
you're gonna be fine. Yeah. You're literally not smoking
Yeah,
crack.
you're gonna
You're gonna
feel
be
like a
fine.
you're gonna feel like a piece of shit all the time. You're gonna question yourself. You're gonna question all that you've learned and gathered. But like, just chill. Just think about it again. Don't believe anything that you've ever
Mhm.
learned. Truly,
Truly,
because
man.
I think that's where stagnation comes. Like if you think that you know this for a fact, I think that just kicks in.
Wait, so you
I don't
said
know.
what kicks in?
Stagnation. Like you're just mental
Oh, yeah. Okay.
stoppage, a limiter on things you have yet to perceive
Dude, dude,
in different
dude,
ways.
dude. Do you know that podcast that what's her name sent me? For the fucking secular Buddhism podcast I was telling you about?
Shanae,
Or did it? No, it wasn't Shanae.
Paula.
Who the fuck?
Wait,
No,
Paula sent you a podcast?
no. Who
No.
the fuck was it? Faria. It was Faria. Faria sent it to me.
Which one?
Secular Buddhism. Secular Buddhism is just it's this dude talking about ideas in Buddhism and philosophy and whatnot.
Right.
But
Secular Buddhism. Okay,
and
I
each
should check
one
that out.
I forgot exactly what like he calls the stories. It's like pretty much the Asian version of a parable, but usually it's like a monk and some other student.
Like
Um,
oracles
yeah, where
or
they
like
were
legends, epics.
yeah. or where it's just like two dudes and it's like, there's a point to the story. But either way, he was talking about this, about the fact of, well, he was talking about a lot. Go guys, go listen to that podcast. That podcast is great. Do the first four so you can get like the main thing and then go upwards. It's great. But one of the things that they were talking about there, one of them they were talking about was that the delusion, the dissolving of the ego of you are not, we try to do the philosophy thing of, which part of me is me if I took it away or whatever it may be. But the whole thing is that, well, you're just a fucking car. You're the same thing as a car would be of, yeah, a car is a car, but that's an illusion. There are so many working parts in it for it to just work. And it's constantly changing. It's constantly getting better and worse. Like a car is a car, but it needs an engine. It needs wheels. It needs a fucking whatever else cars need. A trunk. Who knows? But you are, everything relies on everything. Everything's interdependent. You are never going to be perfect. You are never going to be a certain way. You are just going to be you, and that's going to be that. But another thing that they spoke about was this idea of get the fuck away from your preconceptions on anything. The parable that they had was that it was a master and a student, and the master was like, how do I become enlightened? How do I become enlightened? And they were like, calm down. And he's like, no, I've done the training, I've done the teaching, how do I become enlightened? And so the master was like, you little bitch, let's sit down, let's have some tea. And so they have some tea, and so then he's pouring it for him and he's pouring it for his student. He keeps on pouring, and the master's like, yo, I'm done, bro. It can't stop. It can't hold anymore. And he's like, And he's like, whoa, you see how you can't fit anything else when you got your own fucking misconceptions in there? Go empty your tea and let me drop in some more in there. And so it's the whole thing of, no matter what the scenario is, don't put your shit into it. Just be like, okay, what's new with this? That's how I've been.
Hold on to your shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't look at it as understand that, like, that's how you're looking at it. But if you just, like, as we were saying before, when someone's talking to you and someone's like roasting you, just look at those words as words, or just just look at the words as like, oh, that's literally just sounds coming out of somebody's mouth, and I'm putting meaning onto those things. But before that, there's just whatever the words mean. There's the words, whatever the words mean to you.
Yeah. We both have uncles who believe that Hitler's still alive in Argentina.
Probably, yeah. Pearl Harbor, they knew about it. Another thing, the Japanese, they were going to rule America, and we had to put a stop to it.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy.
It's just because there's too much shit going on to keep telling yourself that shit's all right. Like, if you look at the world and you look at yourself, you can kind of find an overwhelming amount of examples where you could be like, at least I'm not that, and I think I'm fine with that. I think I'm gonna just do me. Like, do you calm down? Like, calm down. Just it's not that hard. Nothing matters, does it? Just where are we getting towards? Like, if you want to paint. If you want to fucking butt chug a beer on a Tuesday afternoon, fucking do it if you want to. If you think that's gonna bring something in your life. If it doesn't, don't do it. Don't do it because some frat boy tells you to do. Just fucking do you. Don't give in. Why be an NPC? Why, dude? I know one of my uncles. It's just, I look at adults' lives around me and it's miserable. They don't have friends. They hate their family. Their children are a piece of shit because they were probably too nice or too harsh on them. Like, Jesus.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know how old people, like, stop being miserable. Like, I love my grandmother. I miss, if you ever hear this, I love you to death. Do not think anything else. However, there's so many times where I'm just, like, going downstairs doing this corona thing, and she's just like, oh my god, like, XYZ just died. And I'll be like, oh my god. She'll be like, oh, my friend's daughter, something happened with her in corona. I'm like, what happened? Oh, one of her uncle's cousins died. What? So not even your friend's daughter, but you had to go as far to say, like, her. You could have just said that lady's, like, she had to go so far deep into it and be like, damn. Or my grandmother will quote to me the numbers of people who are dying every day. And I'm not saying that as like, oh, I don't want to hear that, but I'm just like, yeah, I know it's happening. You're only just burdening yourself with that.
or
Right,
you know,
right.
things of those sorts. And my grandma does have friends, and she does have whatnot. But like, it feels like a lot of that's the thing. Like when it comes down to me, my grandmother, my uncle, with my grandmother, my uncle, a lot of the stories that they tell is it's nostalgic, but it's not even like gleefully
It's
nostalgic.
right, right, right.
It's
It's
like
like they're
some
holding on to something.
some shitty scenario where things were tough and somebody had to get the rough and or somebody got fucked
Yeah, like
or
someone winged it. Yeah.
yeah, right. Like it's never anything like God. I really hope that we do this well, or oh hey, I got this. Like even if I only heard from my uncle about him and him doing well in school and him doing this and that, I'd be a little bit pissed off still because I'm like, nigga, what are you doing? But at the same time, I'd be like, you know what? At least at least the nigga's trying his best. At least the nigga's like doing what he's doing. But no, it's usually like some shit when when one of them was in back in '83, this person was being a dick to me and we kind of went at it. Or I see them do that on the regular where we'll have like someone will fuck up once. All there needs to be is one fuck up in any way, shape, or form during the day. You won't stop hearing it for the next 2 weeks. Like we went to
Yeah.
where did we? Oh shit! Okay, sorry, my bad. It was messed up for like a hot second because I turned them on. But either way, yeah, like for example, my grandmother. So we went to what is that 7-Eleven? No, we went to There we go. Where the fuck did we go to? My bad. So sorry, I'm cutting this out because I can't remember. But me and my grandmother and uncle went to Walgreens, right? And we're getting our stuff because she usually pulls out her coupons, gets what she gets, whatever. That's her business. But and then we're there, and the lady messes up and accidentally charges the batteries twice. And so
Okay.
and I'm just like, and my grandmother's like, whoa, why is it this expensive? That's out of control. And I'm like, oh, mom, maybe maybe you didn't have the right coupons or whatever. She's like, no, and she goes through and she does find it. She does find that the lady accidentally charged her twice. Knew the lady. We saw the lady. She didn't mean to. It just the computer just messed it up.
Right. All good.
Either way, the second we get out, not only does it go down to what the fuck, why did they hire that lady, why was she pulling some shit like that, to you know what, I think she knew she did it. I think she lied to us. I think she lied to us, that son of a bitch. Like, and I'm just like, yo. And then eventually my uncle's like, yeah, and then there was this white dude, this cracker, he came up with this lady, and and he touched some shit that was on the floor. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you doing touching some shit that's on the floor? And I'm just like, guys, that's a lot of hate for the first 2 minutes in the car. Come on. And
For this person
literally, I literally just like bash my head on the fucking on the dashboard and just try to read something. I'm like, I can't handle this. This is too much hate. But yeah, it's like I don't get how you can be that way, or how people can see you that way and support you.
Population, though. That's the thing.
Is it because people are? I was thinking about this earlier. Are they stubborn because they're lonely, or are they lonely because they're always stubborn?
Both. It's a catch-22, as is so many things in life.
Mm.
Like they're afraid to open up or like just be comfortable. Like give up guard in any situation. Like I don't understand this thing with so many people have with this invisible shield in front of them.
Amia?
Yeah.
What would you say?
Where did I cut off? Okay, I'll just.
Oh, I heard from pussies. Pussies. Where were pussies?
I did not say pussies.
But oh shit.
I said this perceived sense of self-importance.
There you go. Perceived, not pussy. Perceived self and self-importance. That's where you cut off.
Right, and that's where that is. You think they don't. There's no empathizing. There's no. Oh wait, maybe. The giving the benefit of the doubt. Where's that?
Dude.
I don't know where that comes from. I have that I grew up with that. Like, okay, dude, I told you that I say this all the time. Like, growing up around from another fucking country.
Yeah.
Just like the conflicting ideals in my brain, like what the right things in society and the wrong things in society.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, that double standard for things.
Dude. Yeah, like what I picture to be a man and what I am as a man, two completely different things.
Yeah, dude, I'm such a soft boy.
I'm such a soft boy, and I feel bad about it sometimes, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, and then I feel bad. I'm like, wait, am I being a toxic masculinity faggot?
No,
then I'm like,
we're doing okay.
Right, we're doing fine, I think, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. We're doing okay. Again, we're not smoking crack. We go to a
We're
decent
not smoking crack.
school. We
Yo,
we don't just want to do one thing, or we
I
just
went like 23 kills with the collie earlier today, mid. So I think we're just chilling.
epic. We're doing fine, dude. I know how to work everything. Like, I have a need to go do things. Like, I'm not just
Right, right. I have a drive and ambition to like learn.
yeah,
Like,
yes, right, bro. I've been blowing through those physics
like,
videos. I love that shit.
yeah, like we're looking up things. We're trying to understand gravitational waves in our downtime.
In our
Like what?
downtime, dude, I'm telling you, I think I got a little bit better at understanding gravity the other day. Cause I was yeah. I hate to say some hippie shit like that, but cause I
No,
was
it's great. It's great.
it's great.
Dude, listen,
It's
it's
great.
who
You're,
we
you're
are.
right.
We're
It's great,
pieces of
but
shit.
like to hear yourself out loud, like sometimes you know
No,
exactly what
I
I'm
get
talking
it.
about.
No,
It's
I
wild.
get it. I get it.
Uh,
Well,
but
go on, please.
I was meditating and just like, and I finally got it to the point where just like I have no tension in my body in terms of just like I'm just sitting there, nothing's moving. It's like everything is just like it's like my whole body's one piece. I'm not a leg, a head, a shoulder, whatever it is, and I could just feel myself having to work against gravity to move something, and I'm like, that's
Oh,
crazy. I'm like, we literally do that, or I'll throw something and I just keep on thinking about the projectile or the parabola that always happens because of gravity. No matter what you do with a pen, it's always going to have some type of parabola, or it's gonna go in some type of fucked up U
yeah.
shape.
It's
Yeah,
it's gonna be a problem.
yeah,
It's going to be a problem.
it's gonna be a parabola. Technically speaking, I know I'm thinking too. Technically speaking, since I still fucking made out like a bandit in physics, with an A minus, I'm gonna try to tutor for it. I might do that as like my side thing to like get a couple of bucks as well if this thing doesn't go to shit for next semester. Also signed up to be a welcome week leader, and I got to the in the interview round, and I think we find out this sometime this week, dude. I want to fucking
Nice.
dude. I want to fucking bro. I want, and it's gonna be for not for the not for tandem, but for the square. I want to do it for the square. Dude.
Oh, lit. Fuck yeah.
I want to help out those freshies, even if I have no fucking idea what I'm doing.
Just right.
And
right.
honestly,
just being that guy with a savior complex.
dude,
That.
it's incredible. I mean, not that. That is also incredible, but but I'm talking about like being tandem is like the equivalent of being black in terms of just like a lot of
Okay.
in terms of a lot of things.
Like you're better off in life, but you go through so much.
I get so much shit, but if I'm not the first for when shit happens,
Exactly.
we've never had a tandem student here before. I'm like, I bet you fucking haven't. Yeah, let's go run those papers. Let's go. Let's do it.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
It's amazing. They can say whatever the fuck they want, but I still get to go to the square. I still have a place to get away from everybody from the square, and I still get to just know where things are. I still get to vibe with everybody, so I'm fine. Big chillin'. Even though they'd be like, even though it's like, you're not really a tandem student, you should be on this other side. I'm like, yeah, but fuck that.
Nah.
No, I'm chillin', bro.
No, I'm just.
I will have my cake and eat it too.
You know when the race war breaks down.
Dude, if the race war happens, you already know, bro. I'm black. And as we've said before, Jay is our general. He's our
He's our ROTC nigga.
Yeah, he's General Lightskin, so he wins. He is the conduit that'll save us all.
That's perfect.
Jay, I love you, man. I'm so sorry. I'm not, but like, I'm just gonna say it so I feel better. I'm sorry. Yeah, bro. Cause I don't know. I think the race war might break out at some point.
It's looking right.
If it doesn't, let's just vibe and smoke. But if it's out, we gotta do something
Let's
about
still vibe and smoke.
it.
But no, like it's
middle of a race war. That's dude. That would be an incredible. See, dude, I would really want us to make a TV show where it's literally just like us vibing and smoking and just getting it. It's like regular show, but us smoking. It's like home videos, but us smoking.
Yeah.
Right.
Different scenarios and different. Can we have a show where we're just vibing in different periods of history,
Yeah,
like in
dude.
Athenian times,
Yeah,
in like Golden Age in Istanbul.
dude, that would
Where we're
literally
just like,
be that. That would be pretty good for our like let's say we had that podcast that we were always talking about of like just us talking and just vibing and throwing in like making it like pretty much like nighttime podcast sleepy music. Imagine that, but it's just two dudes talking during different time periods. So it's literally us talking, but it's like us in Egyptian times. Like you hear that Frank died. He's like, yeah. Told him, man. He said he wanted to be a slave. Told him slave wasn't for him. And he's like, what do you expect, man? We're 60. He's like, I know, but slave? Yeah, just that. I can't come up with a good name for it. The only thing I came up with was like Ami and Nazi figure it out. And I was like, I like to figure it out, but I want names with it.
I don't. Okay,
But I can't come up with names ever. Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But I like that too. Just us vibing in different.
Like before Jesus was born, like watching the crucifixion.
Just like us smoke. Just us
Ripping a
smoking.
bong.
Yeah. we're like, bro.
Oh shit, sex us up.
Didn't we see that dude like Tuesday?
Yeah, he was in a square preaching or some shit.
Yeah, like, dude, I thought he was dead.
Like,
I thought he was. No, he's right there. We're like, bro, is he there? He's like, yeah, that's Jesus Christ. We're like, yeah, Jesus Christ.
That's Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty alright. Dude,
Simtex time. Give me a second.
it's Simtex time. Now, speaking
It's
of
Simtex time, boys.
boys, it's Simtex time. Oh my god. Oh, same.
What?
Same. I got a Simtex.
Very nice.
Alright, bro, give me a second. I gotta answer the Simtex.
Yo, Chris said something like earlier today. It was like, this is really the time to simp or swim. And I was like, hey, not bad.
Wait, what's he say again?
He said, this is really the time to simp or swim.
Simp or
And
swim.
I was like, bars, dude.
Not really the
Shit.
time to try and simp or swim.
Simp or swim.
But no. Simp texting, I think simp texting is okay. Because I personally define simp texting as texting somebody who you would like to mess around with, but you like settle for being a friend. Like, to me, that's a simp. Or that's a simp for my case in this. And like in terms of like, I'd like more out of this, but I'm probably not going to, so I'll just like be this person's friend and like hear them out and love them and care for them. Or honestly, it's probably more like, you fucking around with a bitch who's like fucking 3 dudes. You're like, babe, please don't go there. And she's like, I'm gonna have a little sex.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
A little
Right,
sex.
just trying to control your biddy, but failing at it.
Failing at it terribly. Like, you never had control in the first
Right.
place.
Yeah, like not that you're supposed to want to control them in the first. But
Yeah.
there's mutual understandings of control, but they can control you for certain things. You can control. Maybe control is not a great word.
Yeah,
I
control's not a
don't
great
like
word,
that.
but an
Like-
understanding. Or
Right.
I don't want to say stake, because that's weird too. But just an understanding, I guess, is the best way to put it. Is you both understand where each other are at. And that seems to be a big problem. I've never really ran into that, but I need to know somebody who can like break that down for me. Because I feel like I don't get why most people like just don't at some point. Like, I get that there's going to be some ambiguity at some point,
Just
but
address it.
just address it. Like, literally just address it.
Just like be like, hey, I didn't like that. Excuse me. Can I get to speak my mind as I play League?
No, literally. I mean, what's it called? You know what? When fuck, goddamn it, I don't know how to explain this, but either way, I've had girls say, like, not say exactly, but legitimately say, but like, who asked? And it is, it is such a sobering
Yeah, all
moment.
the time.
And it's so much better when you get, because when you get that permission, then you can do it too. Because like someone's who's gonna catch you and be like, and I'd be like, yeah, babe, I love you, but like, who asked? Like,
And then they'll go, like,
But,
all
like,
right.
who really though?
No, but like legitimately, I was here. You know, I was eating cereal. Why are you talking right now? And I'm not gonna lie to you. Again, I think I think you're on the same page with me. Say again.
It's a humbling moment. Yeah, I sat in the same teetering boundaries. Yes.
It's a humbling moment. Okay, like I want somebody
Yeah, I
who's
want a girl to
willing
call me out. Yeah,
to
yeah,
push
yeah.
that boundary.
Okay. Remember earlier I was talking about this person, girl,
Mm-hmm.
who like made me open up my mind, like just getting your shit together and like trying to
Oh wait, say again. You broke up.
she like we talked about like
Yeah,
the
about the
state of
girl.
the world. Like that's when I really started thinking about just anything really. Before that I was not a person. And that was her in when she wants to have a dumbass, retarded, long conversation about just anything, and that was one of my favorite parts of hanging out with her. But like also during the fucky parts, the first the first time we were in bed together, she took off our top and she goes, "Open Bob," and like I was this close to being like, "Hey, I fucking love you." And
Oh
I
man.
was just this close to being like, "Hey, please, can I please have your vagina right now?"
Please, boss. Please, man.
Hey, boss,
Mm.
can I have it, pussy, please?
Oh man.
Like
That's incredible.
you could fuck around. It's just
You can
again
fuck
someone who
around.
doesn't take themselves too seriously.
Someone who doesn't take themselves too
Uh,
seriously, right? Like I feel like I'd be. I mean, granted, I say
I
that,
feel like
but
a dick all the time. Why?
you said
I
you
feel
feel
like
like
a
a dick
piece
all
of
the time.
shit. Yeah, I feel like a piece of shit perpetually.
How so?
It's
Why do you feel like a piece of
just
shit?
because things that I think. Like, who the fuck am I to be like, niggas are inting out here?
Well,
That.
you are a person, and again, as we said before, you have thoughts, you have opinions, you will be heard. Uh, you know, so you can have
Again,
these things.
right?
You know, maybe it's. I will say, maybe one thing is that with the internet, it's people saying things more often, and then occasionally they'll say something that we all say, like we're all awful
Yeah.
in a sense like that. But because that person said it, since they're like a beacon of hope for me, how dare they sully that with reality? And they say something that we would all probably say, then it becomes a problem, and people go, "Oh my
Yeah,
fucking
it's
god!"
like
I can,
all the shit that we say that sounds like we're incels. Like
yeah,
we literally sound like incels sometimes.
yeah, but
But
it's okay because we have the range. We can go from, God,
we can cut off for a bit.
I just
But
want to put my penis in her mouth, but then
just
we,
that exactly. Come on,
but
that's so true.
yes,
That's
that's
guys,
so
girls,
true,
guys
dude. That's such a monkey
specifically.
brain. But no,
That's a real.
wait,
We know it's
hold on. We can't leave this. Hold on. We can go from that, and then we can go to,
what?
God damn it, why am I here? Why do I breathe? Why do I survive? I guess I'm just here to do the best I can. So we can go between those two. We have the range of between those two things. So we're self-aware in some way. If somebody, again, as I said with the thing before, of course there are edge cases with that too. Again, that would be us saying, we're not talking about the people who say racist shit or people who say shit that in general it's like, oh, no, nobody was thinking that. We're talking about the shit where it's just like, where it's like, was that a little, it sounded like you had a hint of just being weird about gays. Not hating gays, not liking gays, just being weird around gays. You know? like,
Yeah, just having this extra thing in your personality when you're near.
yeah,
Yeah,
right? It may not be your fault, but we're all, like, nobody's like
right.
100%, or even people work at getting better at
That's
these
the other
things.
thing. It's like the things that so many people do. It's not their fault. It's just they like we really forget just how much the environment has an impact on us. Like
Mm.
it's we forget to be aware about the things that are like subconsciously altering our mindset.
Hmm. Damn. Yeah. Ooh,
I don't
Mark.
know.
Hmm? No.
Again, I don't.
Mark Maron said something about that of like how you're just the amalgamation of people just dropping shit in your head. Not even your parents or your friends, but just people from across the street, people while you're walking. Someone
Yeah,
says
you're a
some shit.
cum bucket for like
Yeah, deal for
ideas that people
ideas
have.
that just take hold of you. Like
Yeah.
I think he was talking about like tarmac or and he's like, yeah, you should be like eating like a tablespoon of tarmac a day, and he's like, what? And he's like, that stuff for that like Indian, like for the Indian recipe, like, and he's like, yeah, just like swallow a whole like a teaspoon, you're good to go. And yeah, it like helps your immunity. He's like, with what? And he's like, I don't know, man, just helps with your with your immunity.
Immunity.
Yeah, it's shit like that. And then you're just like, you try it and you're like, well, I did feel a little bit better, and then you just go off on this. Tom Segura had it with his dad, and what is it? Who's the dude who plays Agent K in Men in Black? The dude was in No Country for Old Men. He was the detective in The Fugitive.
I'm following.
No. Do you know who that is?
In fucking Orange is the New Black.
No, not Orange. No, I said Agent K. Fuck.
Oh no, I heard Orange is the New Black.
No, not Orange is the New Black. I said the dude.
I'm like, wait, you watched that? Nice.
No, I watched like the first 3 seasons, and then I was like, this is getting weird.
It's a middle-aged woman show.
Agent K, Tommy Lee Jones. There you go. Sorry, I meant to say Tommy Lee Jones. Tommy Lee Jones. God damn it! There was a thing that Tom Segura did where Tom Segura's dad told him that Tommy Lee Jones was gay, and he's like, "Did you know he was gay?" He's like, "Oh no." He's like, "Yeah."
Nice.
And then, you've seen that bit, right?
Yeah, I
and then,
remember this bit.
yeah, then for like 20
like,
years.
later. Yeah, it's like Tommy Lee Jones is
and
gay.
kids.
He's
Yeah.
like, what? No, he's not.
He's like, yeah. He's like, how do you know? My dad told me. He's like, what? Your dad fucked up? Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that shit happened.
Wait. Remember in like Akira's place?
Yeah.
Like, one of the times you're like, oh, this thing that my dad told me. And like we both died right
What?
after.
No, I don't remember. What was it?
No, you started a lot of sentences with, there's this thing. But this was one of the first times, and we were laughing at how fucking goofy that sounds if you tell that to a crowd. Like,
What?
oh, hey guys, this thing that my dad told me earlier.
Yeah, this thing my dad told me earlier. It was probably one of the many shit that she just tells me, and I just go with. I'm just like, really? Yeah.
No, but like you're geared to go with it. You're geared to be like, wait, why wouldn't I intrinsically trust my parents?
Yeah, trust my parents when they say some shit like that. They tell you that nigga once gave me a bra and said, "Yeah, give this to a girl you want to fuck," and I was like, "What?" and then I was like, "No," and he was like, and he looked at me. He did the same thing. The eyes, the shoulders. Just, all right, nigga, whatever. Like, you know, you're not gonna take my advice if I'm telling you how to fuck a girl. I'm like, no, I'm not. It's not how I deal with girls.
It's not the 1800s anymore.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not. Yes. Cause no, let me not say some shit like that. Dude, we need to get our Minecraft server back running up. Or what am I talking about? I can start it back up, but it's just like nobody's on it anymore like that.
No, like Rachel and I have been trying to get on it for like the last 3 days.
Oh,
or
are you
just
fucking
been like,
kidding me?
no.
Oh no, I just turned it off. Like you could have just said something.
Oh well, shit. Alright, I'll play tomorrow then.
All right then. Yeah. I might, if like enough of us play at some point, I might just hand it off to a server or to like not a server farm. I'll hand it off to like a what is it called? Like a subscription service. There's a subscription service that does that, where they take it. They'll take your world and they'll make sure that you can add mods and they'll handle all of it. You don't have to do anything. I think it's like $8 a month. It's like the same much as like Minecraft Realms. So I might we'll just
pool money.
Or $8. Honestly, there's some things like that. God, it's incredible.
Oh,
like
it's 420.
Oh, dude, make a wish.
Okay, dude.
Oh, that's an epic wish. I wished for bones.
Did you?
No, I didn't. Can't tell you what I wished for.
You're right, exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
come
you
on.
can, right?
You know
You're
the
not supposed
rules.
to be.
Well, no, what's the what is it? I think it's some shit like if you tell them, then it won't come true.
Right, some shit like that, right?
Who the fuck came up with that?
Fucking people's wishes didn't come
Dude,
true.
you can't tell anybody or else it
Try
won't come
hard.
true. You won't get your motorcycle if you tell me.
Don't get you fucking up to tell your mom.
Dude, you won't get the new Call of Duty Black Ops. Like you're not gonna if you tell me. Dude, I was playing Modern Warfare. Dude, that. Oh, hello.
Hello?
Oh, you good? All right. I was playing. I finally finished the campaign for the new Modern Warfare. Dude,
Yes.
that was so good. Like I thought people were hyping the fuck out of that. It's such a good campaign.
No, I shat on it and I was like, oh, who wants the campaign? Yeah, like, who wants the campaign multiplayer?
Yeah,
But, like,
right. No.
Granted, I didn't play it myself. I watched people play it and like played it alongside.
Oh yeah.
Also, you guys want to hear me pee?
Oh God. No, you're
Look how hard
making
I
me
can
want.
fucking pee.
No, stop. You are making me want to pee right now. You know that, right? I can feel it. No, you fucking suck. I want you to know you're gonna burn in hell for
Fucking
this.
feel it.
Yeah.
For this instance.
Yeah. What's your fucking deal, bro? Today's 420. I cannot wait for the 420 when I am in California, because that 420 will literally be forgotten.
Like it won't be in our fucking synchronized.
And I will literally be on another plane of existence. I will pop an edible while I'm smoking my blunt and drinking my juice, and we're just like playing Smash. Dude, you know what I really want to start doing? I really want to start... Huh? A what?
When we get our farm and when we start growing, we're gonna make our own hemp beer.
Hemp beer?
Yep.
Oh my god. Hemp beer. What does that taste like? I've never had it.
It tastes like everything. Kind of smells like bud and tastes like beer.
Oh. Well, fuck me sideways.
Also, I think I'm gonna go soon, buddy.
Yeah, go ahead. Holy shit, it's 1 a.m.
Yeah,
Alright, yeah. We'll wrap up in like 5 minutes. And then I get to play more Halo 2, baby. Oh, I'm so excited. Dude, I wish Master Chief was my dad. Oh my god. I fucking love that game, man. Sir, permission to leave the station. For what purpose, Master Chief? To give the Covenant back their bomb. Yeah, that's incredible. Amiya. Amiya. Ami. Amiya.
alright.
Ami.
Yo,
Yeah, I'm getting crazy. Did you hear me?
yep.
5 minutes, and then we outs.
Yeah, sure.
All right, epic. Any thoughts you want to wrap up? Anything last second you want to say?
Sim for yourself, guys.
Simping for yourself. It's okay to simp for a girl as long as she's the girl.
Yeah. Make sure she's like, kind of try your best to make sure she's a girl. I know you can never really do that, but like, just make a fucking effort.
Make a fucking effort. I will also say though that sometimes if you are trying to get with a girl and she's just not with it, take the L. Go
Oh my god, I cannot stress this enough.
the L.
Azelle, you are a fucking just walk away, bro.
Just walk away. You can still be friends with her. That doesn't mean she has to leave your life.
But that,
why it just stop going into every situation with like, oh, Gucci.
yeah, don't be the coochie monster. The coochie. Or the coochie robot. Or just coochie. Like, don't do it. Like, it's not good for you.
Don't fucking malfunction if you don't get a smidge.
Right?
Just,
Yeah, go get somebody else's smidge. You know, there is way too much coochie out there to get hung up on one girl.
Simping. You be simping.
Right? It is okay.
Exactly.
It's okay to simp for her, and it's okay to cry for her if she's somebody who you cared for and loved in your life, and you really thought that she was gonna be the one. But you have to get to her being the one. It can't be some fantasy bullshit you saw in your head, and then she went, "No, I don't want to have lunch with you." No, that doesn't count.
Yeah, it can't be a neighbor that you saw twice while getting your fucking Amazon package.
Yeah,
Get the fuck out of here.
And you have that monkey brain thought, that sex monkey brain thought, and you just like you follow that.
Yeah,
It's-
don't. Stop it.
All we ask in all our endeavors is you can do one thing, but just make sure it's a balance. Be self-aware and be aware of your health. That's all. So yeah,
Doesn't teach you being self-aware.
yeah, right. Like I would say right now, there's no one who I'd like to particularly pursue, but I have enough people in my life, women-wise, where that would never be a problem. That the one, if there was somebody who I like that would show up, then I would know the difference. To I'm fucking around with them, as compared to I want to see further than that. I want to see what's gonna happen here. You know,
Right.
I'm just vibing with it. I'm just flowing, as compared to like thinking actively what's gonna happen next.
I'm in a very conflicting situation with that. But like I think that's some other time.
Fair enough.
But
Yeah, no. And that's what I was saying. Like that's because if it's for like who I think it is, or if it's for what I think it is, like I would just say cut the losses. Like just like come back to it, see what happens.
yeah. Right.
But yeah.
Just
So for the boys and gals out, and for gals too, I saw some shit the other day for girls that was like, girl, please do not beat yourself up. He's playing his 12th game of Halo, or he is hitting his 4th round of nutting. He is not important. Take your time.
just take your time. Just
And-
can you just please focus on yourself, ladies? Come on.
Please focus on yourself, ladies. I was a fool to believe that most men were doing, or that ladies were doing most of the playing. It's men. And for women, mostly it's retaliation. Yeah.
Right? Oh my.
Yeah,
fucking
it was most times
seven.
that like they were like hurt, and they were like, all men are gonna suffer because of this now.
No, it's a patriarchal fucking society. Like men did to be in such a bullshit ass state of affairs.
What did? Like women
Like,
originally.
again, I'm not. Don't get me. I'm not simping. Fuck all y'all. Fuck you, bitches. I don't give a shit.
Fuck you,
But-
bitches. Oh,
but,
you
like,
niggas.
It's not your fault that you're inting.
And inting is what again? Can you give me a definition? I feel like I forget it every time.
Intentionally feeding, like when you're in a game, right?
Mm-hmm.
And your teammates are doing aight, and you just died twice because I don't know, you fucked up. But you pressed the wrong button. You moved to the left instead of fucking going 20 degrees to the right. Who gives a shit? And then instead of like being like, nah, I got this, I can come back. You're like, I'm gonna just experience for the rest of the people terrible because I'm trash and I fucked up. And I'm gonna continue to be trash and not take this seriously. You know what? That's not what I mean. That's okay. That's legal.
Take some time to clarify. I'm gonna hit this whiskey fireball.
Ooh, very fucking nice.
Yeah, I got my.
But what I mean when ladies are inting is like, sure, of course, no one cares if you look pretty, but like, how is that one a priority? Focus on yourself. Really, he really isn't worth it. Like, why don't you read a book?
Dude,
What?
you saw my Instagram post for the
What was it?
Oh yeah, you went off. You
I
went
went off.
off, dude.
I, I don't know if I was just a little extra high that day. It's just like, no. It's like, I'm sick of
That
this.
can't happen.
Do you see
You're
that
like,
now? The fucking $800 from $100 thing.
no.
No, oh my god,
Yeah,
it's gonna.
yeah,
Okay, dude, I didn't even read it. I just went, what the fuck is this? This is what we're doing now? Getting $800 off of $100? Money's not exchanging hands. It's just like a dumb fucking like, oh, North's mother has 4 kids. Like what? Like,
It make no sense.
no, hold on, let me swig this.
I'm about to smoke a fatty.
Okay,
Yo,
alright.
so, okay, this is. I feel like this boils down to what I said. I fucking love girls too much to see them into like this. To see
Okay.
them just to to see them not focus on their life and their happiness and like being selfish in the wrong ways.
Being selfish in the wrong ways. You may also you can probably also flip that with being petty or
Yeah, like being
yeah.
petty is important. Don't get me wrong. Being
Yeah,
petty is
being
necessary.
is necessary. Is being able. Or some people might call it pettiness, but you're sticking up for yourself. Or it's good to
Right,
just
right,
like
right.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Like the
Sometimes
method, the research, the application, the execution is just not right. Put some figure out who you really are and how you really want to be perceived and how you want to play the game.
dude, I'm telling you, man, I don't know why, but some people just don't care for that. Or some people like I think everybody finds it on their own time. Cause I've legitimately like spoken to people who I'm just like, wait, you're capable of so much more. Of course, not in a cunty way. Just like why
Bro,
you
like
get
you have so much
why are you
potential.
getting
What are you doing?
yeah why are you getting so upset at yourself about this? Like it's okay, you're
Right,
fine. But I guess some people will hit a certain roadblock or they'll feel a certain way, and then that'll take them to to where they need to be. But yeah, there's sometimes when you're just talking to somebody and they're just like, or I always call it they don't get it. Either they don't get it or they do get it. Like in terms of like, wait, you don't like for example, I don't mean to be that cock, but like when it comes down to like the whole like I'm just gonna go get a good job and we'll go from there. Like yo,
yeah, yeah.
guys, like yeah, that's true, but I feel like somebody who doesn't, even somebody who does get it wouldn't put it like that. They wouldn't just say, oh, I'm gonna get a
Right, right.
job and then I'm gonna go from there. It's like it usually be like, I'm gonna go get a decent job or go get a good job, and I'm also gonna work on these things in the meantime. Thinking about doing this, thinking about doing that. Like they'll go further into their passion or the thing that they like. But most people who I feel who just are just like job or internships, they're just like chasing
Yeah, but
this thing.
how? They're, but they're good. There's students who are like almost 4.0 GPAs, and that's what's on their mind. They're like, I want a job that pays 65K off rip, and just do that for fucking 10 years. What?
Dude, I can't.
Maybe some people need to do that. Maybe it's like it's unrealistic to think that everyone can just do their thing. But you see, I don't believe in that. I really think that the individual output is the thing. It's the thing.
Oh, that's what it was. I was telling you this earlier. I was trying to because I know a bunch of people back or still here on Long Island, friends from home, who
Yeah.
don't fucking like who I know they're either big drinkers or they use other drugs, but they really don't care for smoking, and it just like
Right.
gives
Yeah.
them we spoke about how they gives them anxiety or they just really don't mess with it.
White people. Yeah.
White people or a white or sorry
I don't mean that, but you
ethnic
know what I mean.
Americans.
Fuck
Yeah,
off.
no, I know exactly what you mean, but like the ones that come to my mind immediately are like not white, but it's the same mentality. It's
It's
same. It would have been the same thing for me. I probably would have turned into a drinker if I wasn't so avid on what happens with weed. But I want like when I
right.
like if this is all done, there's one friend I got in my mind. Oh, I'm coming for your ass. You don't know who you are, but I'm coming for you, and we're gonna figure out what is at the source of you not smoking weed. Cause Lord knows that you could use a break, man. You could really just sit down. We could just watch a movie, and I'll get you super high. And when things are going awful and you just don't know what to do, I'm gonna sit there with you and go, let's figure this out together. Like I'm just really gonna sit there and just like get to the bottom of it.
I
And
think I know who this is, or maybe I don't. I don't know.
no, it's a friend from home, and I don't think it's anyone. It's someone I've mentioned, but like I don't talk about them like that. But I love them to death. I just wish the best for them, but I feel as though she is fuck. I feel as though I feel as though she's one of those people who would do really good in life, but she would do even better if she just like slowed down for a hot second. Like
Just smoke the fucking joint.
just be like, "Hey, it's gonna be okay." God damn it, dude. If we just had like can we have a hotline where we do that? Just
Like
1-800
virtual
are
joint
you
hotline?
okay? Yeah, like just it's literally just
Yeah,
a
drop our numbers here if anyone wants to call and smoke a
say we
joint.
just call it, no, you're bugging. I mean, we'll put something down, but just not our fucking phone numbers. Just hit us up, be like, I'm feeling really sad. I'm like, dude, I have a midterm right now.
Like right now.
like, can I get back to you in like an hour? Like, bro, just like give me a second. No, but yeah. We just like I wish we had a hotline where it was just like, well, how does that make you feel? And then it's just like, well, you know what? I think you're gonna do good. You're doing okay, and I feel like you're gonna be accomplishing great things in the future. Like just something like that, where it's just one, where
Right,
it's just
and
like
not bullshitting and like actually hearing them out.
not
Because, dude,
bullshitting.
again, everyone has potential. People forget that.
Everyone has potential.
It doesn't matter how much of a piece of shit you are. You're capable of great things. Not equally. You're not Elon Musk, and you'll never be.
Yeah.
But, but, but like, you could do your best.
And there you go. That's how you make the next Hitler. Just like that. Just, just like that. Yeah, I will say there's some things that are innate and there's some things that are nurtured, but you never have to nurture something that's innate. So go find out
Yeah.
whatever.
What the fuck is innate?
Go find out what to you just comes naturally, makes you smile, makes you laugh. You just do it. You just do it unconsciously, or when you got shit to do, you just start putting your mind towards that. Whatever that is, you don't even have to think hard about it because you'll love it to the point where you'll just want to know more. Like, you know.
Right, dude. I'm so glad to have found what I think is probably mine. It's food. I know it's food.
I know, bro. You busting it down as a chef somewhere, out of control.
We'll see, man. We'll be fucking see. We'll see where it goes.
But yeah, man. Yeah, me fucking neither. Maybe it's maybe it's some form of performing, just being in front of people.
Yeah, you're an entertainer at heart. You're a dude who needs to be there in the current state of affairs to be like, hey, yo, what the fuck is up with that?
Yo, what the fuck is up with that, yo? Cause yeah, there's so much shit where it's like, yo, what the fuck is up with that? But
Yeah,
yeah,
what the fuck is up with that?
yo, what the fuck is up with why? Who said this is okay? We all just like went by thinking
Like,
this is.
yeah, we decided that it want to own water. Like, what?
Oh, water. Yo, real quick, I want to say one more thing. I hate it when people talk about a society or they talk. Sorry, or let me use a better example. I hate it when like we're in America and people talk about a problem and then they do absolutely nothing about it, but they keep on complaining about that problem. Like my family will complain from time to time again what Trump is doing, what the government's doing. They should be doing this. They should be doing that. And I was like, you vote last year? No. Well, you think I got the time to go out there and vote? I'm like, did you call anybody? Like you just gonna keep on complaining about this? Like I do not. Word? Like we're just gonna keep on having this conversation.
What was your plan of action? Yeah.
Yeah, when you
For the
can
rest of your life?
legitimately go do something about this. Like I hate that with a burning passion. Or at least my two alternatives are either go do the thing or get fucked and be made fun of and be aware of the fact that this is happening.
That's just how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, right. If you're bitching about voting, just go, wow, crazy how you didn't vote last year. And then you prove me wrong by going and voting. There you go. Then I get to go. Then I can't say shit.
That I feel like a piece of shit. Come on, dude. Also, I feel like more people should be working towards making other people feel like a piece of shit. That's contrary to everything we just said. but like you
Oh
gotta
yeah.
make the current piece of shit made. You gotta make them feel like a piece of shit, just so they
Oh
know that they
yeah.
need to get better.
Yeah. If
Just so
it
they know.
if it means that Kevin, if Kevin down the street thinks at heart he's a fucking bully and is fucking around with everybody at home, yeah, you have permission to fuck him up. Because at heart, that
Yeah.
means he's a cunt. That means that there's no resolution
He's
at heart.
right.
He's just like, boy, I just love bullying. It's like, well, because since your default state is bullying, let's handle this right now. So there you go. Yeah, so it's fine when it's something that it's like reoccurring like that and it helps no one. Because, there's like, oh, that's just the way you see it. And then there's like, dude, you're really not helping anybody. Like, why do old people have this tendency to just, like, say the worst thing that happened today? Just...
Yeah, like I'm getting like that these days. Like, I feel like I only focus on the negatives of humanity.
Right?
Because I don't know. I think I try to also just so I can avoid those things. But like being in that mind state constantly is kind of sucks.
It really sucks. Like, who the fuck?
Like I wanna think about sundresses and like fat asses more. Jesus, dude.
Oh, dude. I would love that, man. Just like imagine if we all pulled up to like, I don't know, the Bahamas. We just like us and the boys. Went to the Bahamas, just on the beach, just got our own little fucking house, man. We're going and seeing the sights.
The cabana.
Yeah, we're just
getting
getting
roast pork with pineapple.
Yeah, dude, I'd love some roasted corn. We're just having drinks and fucking around. Someone almost dies, as they usually do. As they usually do. And
wait, did I tell you that I almost fell into the waters in Prospect Park when we were doing acid?
No,
like that
shut
day.
the fuck up. You almost fell
Oh
in?
my god, I almost fell in there. Like I almost fell entirely into that lake. That shit was wild.
Wow.
Well, I was like looking at the goose that was there.
What were you guys looking at?
A goose, a doe. Hello.
Oh, you gave me? Okay. Yeah, you said that you saw a goose?
Yeah, we were tripping on acid and we saw a goose. And I was trying to communicate with the goose. And then I saw a frog. And then I saw dragonflies. And I was like, ooh, dragonflies. Dude. And then I went too close to the edge of the water.
Dude, oh my fucking god. I'm sorry to jump off from that, but we definitely we need a space where we can do like self-discovery / drugs in a space where it's like
dude,
acid, LSD, weed, like just things like that where it's like, look, like of course there would be some legal ambiguity, but assuming that we could figure that out, it'd just be like a place where it's like, look, dude,
a safe space for drugs.
A safe space for drugs. You know, we got like a soccer field and like we got basketball
like
courts.
Just overlooking sunsets. Yeah, you got like games, you got munchies.
Yeah, exactly.
You got like,
and
you got like art, paint.
And we make a profit. We could be making more, but this is for the people.
Yeah, we'll supply the drugs and like charge a labor cost.
Yeah, I'm hoping to God they have those. Why is there not a chain like that in fucking Los Angeles?
What? That's what we're fucking. That's what we're doing.
Dude, why do we not have
we're
those?
We're growing weed as our primary source. Well, I am growing weed as my primary source of income in the future. Like growing food and hemp.
Could you not fucking imagine that? Like GameStops in every fucking state. It's like that for all legal states.
Like
it's like
Starbucks.
Yeah, pretty much like, hey bro, you wanna go down to the chill spot? I hear that they just got the Force Unleashed.
We just got some new acid. What?
Yeah, bro. You know, we supply the drugs, we supply the movies, the games.
We supply the vibes.
We supply the vibes. We supply the vibes. You supply the fun.
That has to be our tagline.
Epic.
Can we? Gamer Zone.
Gamer Zone.
Epic Gamer Zone.
It's called the Epic Gamer Zone.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I just did that, but
No,
I
you can
stand
go.
by
You
my
can
words.
go off, but
I
like,
fucking stand by my
we
words. I don't
stand
give
by
a
it. The
shit.
Epic Gamers. I wanted to call it the chill spot. Uh,
I like that.
you
I like
you
that.
want to
Like,
you want to call it chill gamer or
chill, chill, gamer.
yeah, chill gamers. Uh, the chill zone. Oh my god, that sounds so fucking
The, the
no zone.
chill zone.
Hey, you want to go to like the chill zone?
Yeah. Like,
Jesus.
the dialysis center.
The time right now.
Okay, so context to that. Like,
Welcome to the chill. Could you imagine if we brought somebody over there and realistically and we said, "Welcome to the chill zone."
okay, so like,
Oh my god.
there's this. We live like 2 miles away from each other,
Yeah.
and like a mile in between, like exactly a mile in between, there's this unnamed motel right across from from this dialysis center, surrounded by like
And where do we smoke,
two
Amia?
delis.
And where specifically do we smoke, Amia?
We went to the backyard of the motel parking lot.
Yeah.
We found this truck by the dumpsters.
What else? What else is by the truck, Amia? Go ahead, tell him.
Oh my god, that's the day we thought of the decrustifier.
He forgot about the shipping container. We spoke between a deserted truck and a shipping container
Two shipping containers
behind a fucking motel.
across from our dialysis
center. Oh my god.
in a highway intersection.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yo, dude, that's the center of the universe.
Seconds away from construction. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, but he's not lying. That's the day we come with the decrustifier, and in my high wisdom, my mind immediately goes, God, I'd fucking hate to see the crustifier. And I was just grossed out for like 5 minutes of, oh my god, that means there's a crustifier out there. Guys, we need to call somebody. There's a fucking crustifier. That's just making shit crusty. 24/7. Oh my god. And then he was like, and then he kept the decrust. And he kept on saying it, and I was like, stop putting it into the universe. That means someone's gonna do it. They're gonna make this crustifier, and that's gonna put in the works, and we have to make the decrustifier.
Why do we have to put in the effort?
Because nobody else is gonna do it. You know that. Nobody.
Who's gonna really make a fucking decrustifier?
Dude, it makes shit crusty. You're not listening. Amir, just imagine anything. Literally anything.
An orange.
And then it's just a crusty orange. Imagine just like, I don't know, a pizza. Crusty.
Like, you're enjoying your fucking pizza, and this dude whips out the crustifier.
It just makes
like,
it crusty.
You like that pizza? Just nonchalantly, hey, I like your pizza.
I'm such a bitch.
So, I rolled a tight little Keefy boy.
You are the Keefy boy?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is the last of my bud.
Oh shit. I mean, you know what I might do? So you said you kind of wanted to stop smoking, Mike, for a little while.
For like a week and a half, 2 weeks, because like I'm coughing way too much.
Why don't we? How we do this? Maybe I'll do it with you. I'll use up the rest of my weed these next 2 days, and then we'll just when we'll go by, some marijuana,
Right.
and we'll just I don't know. Do you get in trouble? I always think about that. Like, if we said some shit right here and there, like, whoa, you had the intention to buy some marijuana, we're taking you to prison. But I don't think so. Not thinking about it, hearing, like,
No.
some of the podcasts I hear, yeah, but, okay, so this is what we're going to do. So, yeah, why don't we just wait a week? So, we'll finish it up today and tomorrow, and then we'll go get bud at the end of the week. And by that time, we'll have recovered, and we'll be ready to, like, that first high is going to be pretty epic.
Oh, that first shot's gonna be so epic.
It's going to be, but, I mean, that is also a week of no smoking, but
You're right.
at the same time, like, me saying that means I need to stop or slow down.
Right. Exactly.
You know, that's why I love, that's why I love things that's, like, super simple and ethereal, like like I was thinking about Krong Bean or Karangabin, whatever the fuck their name is. Their album The Universe Smiles Upon You is great, just because it's just, like, basic vibes, like, it just feels, you know, just spiritual in its very nature. But I really enjoy.
What do you think about? Go on. No, go ahead. Finish.
No, just any of that kind of music.
I'm listening.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, transcendental vibes.
transcendental,
Experimental hip hop.
experimental.
I
hip hop.
fucking love that shit.
I have never seen. I can't imagine that, man. We know what hip hop looked like for too long, to, like, see it really change like that. Like, I get that it's changing, but, like, I still have the reference in my mind. I have no idea where it could go from here.
Yeah, right. Like, for us, it's like it's an evolving thing. That's been like we used to bump to, like, I don't know, Wayne, DJ Khaled, Joey Badass at one point. We used to
Yo.
fucking bump to those on the regular.
You know,
But, like, we also bumped to, like, Coda.
mm.
But yeah, go ahead. Go on.
No, you know what song I completely forgot about? For Free. Do you remember For Free with DJ Khaled and Drake? Oh, fuck For Free. I know you're working all night to get the college degree.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about that song. It came
bop.
up on a playlist, and I was like, yo,
It's a bop.
it's a bop, but it was also like a temporary bop, like Broccoli. Like, Broccoli's a good song,
Yeah.
but, like, there's a certain
It's
image
a-
I
yeah.
imagine of Broccoli.
Yeah. Right, in like a block party in the summer.
Nigga, it's just like, oh my god, dude, the parties with the whites. I have a friend, love you to death, bro. He loves Broccoli, and just, like, we've had
Is he
some
white?
huh? He's white.
white?
He's the dude. You son of a bitch. I love you. He's white. He has this face, like, no matter what picture he takes, he has this face that looks like he really did just fuck your girl and got away with it. And, and that's every picture that he ever takes. But to me, I just see a dork. So I'm like, what the fuck is this dude looking like? I'm like, dude, you're a dork. And he is a dork, but to some women, he's a... I remember talking to one of his exes after high school, and she was like, wow, that boy had a really nice cock. Like, he's like, yeah,
Hey,
like,
bro,
yeah, she
nice cock.
was like, say what you ever want to. That boy had a nice cock. I was like, wow. I was like, really had it like that. Fuck. All right, I'm bleeping that.
Chances are he still has it.
He probably still has it. He's
I want to check out his cock.
I wanna check out that man's cock. That'd be really good for me if I could just check out cocks.
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah, and I also that's nice. That's okay.
Dude, it's like how a sommelier judges wine. He's not doing it to get drunk. He's doing it to inspect the quality.
He's just like, this is, you know, I'm just
Crisp, a little bit of tannin, earthy notes.
Mid-Milan, 1887.
Dude, some aged cock.
Some aged cock. Just it's some good cock. Just like a nice little. Dude, you know what what was I gonna say? Holy shit, we were talking about cock.
Yo,
You're gonna.
real quick, while you remember what you're gonna say. Aging things in a controlled fashion, like, really elevates the flavor of things. Find that. Well, one of the reasons is, like, for a lot of things, like let's say dryish beef, for example. So the moisture content like expels a lot, so the flavors are like more compact. But like let's say wine, it goes through like peaks and valleys of
Mm.
taste and flavor as it ages. Like what's up with that? Like how the fuck do organic chemicals just do that? This is the shit that doesn't keep me up at night.
It's the shit that doesn't keep you up at night.
No, these are like shit thoughts. Like,
Oh.
when I'm taking a massive.
Take a massive. Oh yeah. Okay.
When I'm like the shit that keeps me up at night is like, I don't know, front face characters. The PP man.
the don't say his name. The PP man. Don't say his name. I was also gonna say on that note that recently I've been like focusing. I'll try to focus on one thing while I'm doing it. So like usually I try to play a game and watch a podcast, or like I want to like do homework and listen to music. I just try to focus on one thing. And recently I've been doing that with food, where I'll just focus on the food. And I realize there's a lot of shit that doesn't taste good. I just shove it down my mouth.
Yeah, 90% of the shit, well, more like 80, 75% of the shit that I eat tastes like garbage.
Very
Like
true.
absolute trash. Like just fucking empty flavors.
No, legitimately. Like there are these peach cups that my grandmother has, but I haven't seen them since I was like maybe like early high school.
Middle school.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but I still eat. I'll eat that shit out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I
I
realized
don't
that
give a fuck.
if I would sit there and like eat it and think about it, it tastes sour. The cubes are weird in my mouth. Like
Yeah, yeah. The
I
texture is all
yeah,
off.
it's textures like
It's
oh, there's
slimy
so
for
much.
some reason.
There's so much going on. Yeah, that's what it's like to have crusty food, you piece of shit. All right, that's that's what we'd be subjected to.
Damn.
But yeah, shit like that. Like I'll eat or like I'll eat cereal and I'll be like, wow, this is pretty sweet. I was like, this needs this needs a little bit more milk, or whatever the shit may be. Like, but I'll start like actually tasting shit, and I'll be like, wow, that's or like even like one thing that is like remember Arizona. We drink a lot of Arizona like green tea, and the green tea, I just usually think about it as wash down. Like just whatever you're eating, you throw down some tea.
You're gulping with
You're
some chopped
you're
cheese.
gulping it. But if I when I sat down and drink it, I'm just like, this tastes like nothing. What is this?
Right? Yeah,
What
yeah,
is-
yeah. Why am I even bothering? Let me have water, please.
Please, I'd like a water. Honestly, I bet you everybody would lose like 60 pounds if they just were put into a house where like they were fed, but they didn't get to choose what they ate. Like I swear to God, if you just fucking like if you lived here where there's just like ginger ale and green tea and water, you'd probably lose like 10 pounds in a week.
Yeah.
Damn, that'd be a lot. 10 pounds lighter in a week? Jesus.
In a week.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, dude. 10 pounds in a week is a. I think I've done that before, but that's fucking unhealthy. I actually went through yeah.
No, just a thing where a girl, they were saying, oh, she will lose the 15 pounds in a week. And it was like, yo, that's dangerous for somebody.
That's dangerous. Don't do that, you piece of shit.
No, please don't do that. What were you saying?
I hate that I fucking had a simp fit and like I lost all this weight because of the breakup.
I
Like, I
mean,
just went out of control.
it's better than some simp fits to have.
Yeah, but that's cringe, bro. Like I posted.
You posted. Don't worry, man. I'll still stay with you. You'll never lose me as a subscriber. I told that to somebody the other day, where I was like, oh damn it, you posted cringe. I'm sorry. And they literally sent me the fucking Urban Dictionary for what it means to post cringe. And I was like, you did? That's how bad it was. You didn't even know.
You did it again.
You didn't even know you were posting cringe. And
That's how it gets you. Yo, for all we know, we're posting cringe. Like,
For
Jesus.
all we know, we're posting cringe.
We must be posting so much cringe for
We're
some people.
posting a lot of cringe, but it's okay because those people stop listening.
Right.
Like, there's
always
only
do.
a subset of people who like hear something and then go, "Yeah, that was fucking garbage. I need to tell them right now." Like, that's why they always say don't look at YouTube comments,
Yeah.
because like, what the fuck do those people know?
Yeah, right. Also, dude, the amount of Insta comments out there, um,
Of what? Like,
just out there. Like, again, think of the people who fucking comment, and there's so much of them.
mm.
Do you comment?
Do I comment?
I very selectively do. I don't know why. I hate it. Fucking hate doing it.
I like
I
comment.
don't, I don't think I've done that in a year and a half, though.
Well, like,
Anyway,
commented on somebody's shit.
on some shit. Oh, not somebody, like a meme page.
Oh, a
Not
meme
on like the
page.
friends.
Oh,
Oh, I should have clarified, right? Not on like just.
oh, like a friend
any
shit.
post.
I used to get or I used to get roasted for it because like Lil Dicky was like hyping up this tour, and so that's like the only thing I would do was that like I would like comment on photos, and I used to get fucking roasted for that. But
Please roast me for that.
yeah, but generally speaking, like not really. Like I'm more of a lurker, where I'll just like
Yeah, ghost.
yeah, you
Shadows.
just look at it for a second and then you just go back to what you're doing. Yeah, I've been trying to stay off, or let me say, I found myself getting into more holes, digging deeper and deeper into Instagram, of like just unconsciously like just be scrolling, and I'm like, what am I doing?
What the fuck am I doing? Yeah,
Yeah,
I hate
right.
it.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing that a lot of my day. I'm like, I like that I'm having just active acknowledging process around me. Hey, you're being a piece of shit right now. Watch the same meme in like 5 different pages,
Oh my
like
god.
over and over again. Like
Yeah.
they're posting cringe, all of them. Stop, the fuck away from here.
They're all posting cringe. Don't you ever forget it.
Yeah. Know your roots.
No. Know your roots, young one. Dude, oh man. It's weird because you can see like a meme taste. Like I just looking about like through group chats and like meme group chats. It's like you can legit like I look at a meme and I'm like, this is better for these people as compared to those people. It's so weird that something like
it's
that.
catering. It's,
Yeah, that you can
no,
cater
right.
with memes like so heavily.
Yeah, I don't know what filter goes on in my brain when I send shit to Mac. But like it's always it's gonna get not seen. It's fine. It's unavailable probably, most likely. And yeah.
Yo, the one I sent in
Like
about the Aqua Team
I don't
Hunger
know.
Force.
I don't know who I cater to there.
I don't know either.
I don't think I can.
You don't think you could what? Me, ummy.